about any kind of introduction.
South Carolina.
They just called South Carolina. Okay. Well, we're live. Hey, One Slick, what's up? I'm here with Evil Black Cat, who's in whispering mode. He's in whisper mode right now. How you doing, sir?
Meow.
And Jay, how are you doing?
Doing well. How is everybody? Hey, Slick.
I am a bundle of freaking nerves. I am seriously a bundle of freaking nerves.
Are we going to get the decision by the end of the night, or are they going to wait for a week?
Well, that's the big question, isn't it? When is it all going to be done? Like, we best case scenario. This is it's such a beatdown that they can't steal it. They can't do anything like that. And we're hearing like Nevada or in Arizona and such there. I think it was Nevada. I might be wrong on that one, but a couple of states anyway came out and said it's going to be a week, which is complete horseshit. I'm old enough to remember when all of this was done in a night.
Mm-hmm.
So
most of us are that old, even the younger ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically the one that they always claim is the actual one that went down by one vote, one electoral college vote. That was Bush v. Al Gore.
So I'm watching two sources here. I've got Axios, which is up on the screen right now, and I've got I'm also watching AP. And AP is got it 101 to 52 as far as electorals right now.
She just went up. They must have called another state for her.
So it's I want to make sure that's what's going on. Yep. And it's they have they called New York yet? No, New York's still open.
It's open till 9.
Okay. Usually they give numbers and such. We're bright red. We're done 883,000 to 598,000. Florida, which is my real home, is already called. So there's already a lot of states. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 so far for Kamala. There are still some in play like Texas and Louisiana, but we've got Oklahoma or Arizona, Mississippi, Alabama, South Carolina, Tennessee, Arizona, Oklahoma, Kentucky, Indiana, and West Virginia.
Now do that in the tempo of.
I've been everywhere, man. I've been. Yeah.
No, was it Wacko or Yakko who did that?
Oh, that's right. He does the nation's capitals. There's, I remember that one. It was into Turkey in the Straw. Yeah. Tonight, however, we are not stuck on politics. We're going to be watching it. But if you guys, whatever you want to talk about, whatever's going on today, by all means. Also, I'm going to waive my eating rule, because I know there's such a thing as stress eating. Mm-hmm. But by all means, yeah, when the election ends, the war starts, says One Slick. Well, my take on that is that if Kamala steals this again, if the Democrats take this again, conservatives and Republicans may get violent. I think if Trump wins it, like clear and free, I think the Democrats will get violent. I think the far leftists, I should say. I honestly believe that. And that's and I use those two examples. I didn't do that by mistake. I meant to do it that way. Even if we know there's a steal, I don't think Republicans would react violently. We haven't before. I don't think we would again. But I think even if you've seen them, you see what's going on. They'll take any excuse, and they'll and they have, and then they'll say that it's Republicans that are doing it. All right. Yeah. As it has. Oh, January 6th was horrible. It was the worst violence ever. Just not even a year, 6 months after the biggest riots we've ever had. Oh, I got this. The candy at Walmart is on sale. So I got this specifically. This is Indian corn. I'm sure you guys have seen it. It says autumn mix sometimes, but that's the difference. And this is candy corn. The difference is so because when I was talking about it, it seems like nobody heard of Indian corn. I don't know. Maybe it's one of those things like pop and soda. My wife calls soda pop, and I don't get it. But there you go. So this is what I'm talking about. This is the kind of candy corn I really like.
Now you're living in a region where they all call it pop. So
yeah, everybody's wrong. So I'm gonna keep being right. That's just it. I am a Florida man who lives in Muncie. I am not going to fall for your voodoo. I'm not going to fall for northern voodoo at all. It's not happening, bro. North Dakota.
Trump just won Bama.
Oh. All righty. What were you saying, Black Cat?
Yeah, I was going to make a joke about moving to another area and refusing to integrate.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, these are the pumpkin candies. So yeah, I actually like these, but they are pure wax sugar. Everything that everybody says they hate about it, I'm okay with, but what you gonna do? A number of states have called out the National Guard in their cities in anticipation of violence. Says one slick. Hey, Matt, what's up? I'm just stopping by, but wanted to say, well, thank you, sir. It's nice to have you here. Hope everybody's with you and yours are doing well. Seriously, yeah. Cool. Yeah, it's an interesting evening. I gotta say, I am so freaking nervous. I told Eric that I do believe that he and I have seen our last fair elections. I think 2016 was the last fair election. I'm not saying there was no corruption or anything like that. We know there was. There always is some. But I think that's the last time we've seen a fair election. And I do believe that it's got to be, there's got to be a law. It's got to be paper ballots. It's got to be same day. Make it a holiday. I actually agree with that.
Trump won Missouri.
All right. It's going very well, but I got to tell you, it was going very well right until the point where Pennsylvania had a pipe leak.
Yeah. No, they're already trying.
And all of a sudden,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I've seen video after video. There was a woman where this old man was trying to stop her from voting because she had a Make America Great Again hat. So here you go. What do you think about that? You are not supposed to wear a shirt or a hat that says "Vote Trump" or "Vote Harris." That's not in the rules. But "Make America Great Again," sure, it's associated with one of the things, but it does not say "Vote this." It doesn't say Trump. It doesn't say Harris. It doesn't say anything. Yeah, there was one video where a guy straight up said, "What if I said I am pro cutting my son's dick off because he thinks he's a girl for 5 years?" You know who that is all about, but does that mean I can't wear it? Probably for the vulgarity, no. But point being is, yeah, what if you did have a shirt of the America, like you see here, the country, and it says "All are welcome."
Yeah, I think that one is allowed, but because "Make America Great Again" was, I don't think it's his campaign slogan this time, but it was his former campaign slogan, so that does prove biases. Okay. Trump voters moving from New York, New Jersey, Pennsylvania to Florida, Texas, Tennessee was a bad strategy. Well, I don't think it was a strategy, but I know what you're talking about. It leaves nobody but the Democrats and such. But one thing that came of it was that right now, everybody who's living in New York and such are seeing that what the Democrats actually are. If all the Republicans move away, Democrats don't have Republicans to blame anymore.
Right.
What you gonna do? The government had instigators during Black. Oh, I absolutely believe that. I've seen all the footage that's been available and such. The Blaze had recently released a documentary about the cop that testified against a bunch of January 6th people, and you find out that his entire testimony, he wrote a book, all of it was false, according to the video. You can actually see where he is. What he said was wrong. So he flat out lied. The fact that there was no defense in the January 6th hearings is amazing to me, that anybody can be for what the government is telling you about.
Yeah.
You won't know the outcome until all the legal battles are resolved. Could be weeks, says one slick. Yeah, I wore my Hodge twins hat to the poll that says when tyranny becomes law, revolution becomes duty. That's a good one. I mean, as a New Yorker and friends in New Jersey, etc., it wouldn't matter if they moved or not. New York will always be blue, even if Satan is running the Democrat ticket. They'd still vote for him. It's amazing that happens. The weird thing, and there is a saying out there, it's easier to fool someone than to convince them that they were fooled. I always kind of rolled my eyes up when anybody said somebody was what do you call it, brainwashed, because it's like, okay, everybody makes decisions and so forth, but in the last few years, and by that I mean like 5, 6, 7, maybe, you start seeing people who, when you start throwing facts at what they say they believe, they actually get angry. It's like you're breaking through that particular shell of brainwashing, and they immediately start getting violent, and they don't want to talk to you anymore, even though what you're saying is true.
Yeah, I think that is when you start hearing people talk about the fact of my truth, and yeah, with political beliefs and things like that, or life beliefs, instead of it being their personal beliefs. So they were mixing personal beliefs with subjective beliefs, which is never a good idea.
Yeah, there is no my truth. It's my opinion. It's not my truth.
No.
There is the truth.
No,
but
no.
not my truth.
Actually, it's kind of like the my truth thing is more of a subjective truth versus an objective truth. So when you talk about things like my truth, those usually come with religious beliefs and things like that, because someone might believe, one person might have a religious belief while another person of another belief won't have that same belief. Like in Christianity, it's like Jesus is the Son of God, while other religions like Judaism or Islam might say it's not. And to a Christian, that Jesus being the Son of God is the truth, while the other one, it's not the truth. So there is something called a personal truth. Like, it is like a belief that you have, that you know it's the truth, but other people might not believe that's the truth.
Yeah. One slick saying, those are sheeple. If one goes off the cliff, they all go off the cliff. Look, I definitely don't want to get into a theological debate or anything, because that will anger people. But I understand where you're coming from.
Yeah, what I'm talking about is they are moving theological beliefs into political beliefs.
Yeah, which is not good, because still, I mean, it's not truth. Your truth religiously is not truth, it's belief. But okay. Hey, Ashley, what's up? Maryland is confusing as fuck to me right now, says Great Googly Moogly. That's my daughter, for those of you who don't know. What is Maryland? They're blue. They're like dark blue. How are they confusing you? What's going on with that? Philadelphia and Pittsburgh are Democrat, but the center of Pennsylvania is pretty conservative counties. That's how Trump got PA in 2016. Well, hopefully. But no, it looks like it's light blue right now, according to the Axio map. And yeah, same as the other. It shows, no, they're going to call it. It's 607,643 to Kamala, 278,104 to Donald Trump in Pennsylvania. So they're going to call it. But then again, they did.
Which ones have been?
People. Say again.
Did we lose E or did I get kicked out? Jay?
Well, I can hear you.
I'm here. I'm just eating. I can hear you
no,
too.
For some reason, like the screen went black and E left, but Jay was still there. So I'm not sure whether it's my end or your end.
Ah, okay. Oh, it might have been mine. Now, Pennsylvania is one of the swing states that, according to everybody and their brothers, Trump needed. I'm amazed. I'm amazed that it could ever go blue. But with all the shenanigans, it's like, do you trust it? Would you trust it? Did you hear that Pennsylvania had issues with machines? Yeah, in red districts, yes. Everything today, they were stopping people from voting. They were telling them, give us your ballots. We'll make sure it goes through. Pennsylvania is, unfortunately, you can't trust the results there. You can't trust them with what they've been seeing. Now, what gets me is if your political side has to cheat, if your political side has to lie, how can you believe in it? You know, how can you possibly agree that it's the way to go if you're constantly lying? If you're constantly having to cut Donald Trump off to make him look worse, as they always do.
Liberal voters don't believe that, though. They believe that's just Republican propaganda. They believe their way is the right way.
Yeah.
And they don't
betting on. Oh, going ahead. I'm sorry.
I'm saying they don't believe that there's any cheating going on. That's just whack job conspiracy theories to them.
Yeah. Okay, I got to bail. Have a good day, Matt. Enjoy, man. Be safe. But I never understood that. The big one, of course, it was repeated right up until a couple of days ago, was when Kamala brought up the very nice people thing again. It's been debunked over and over again. Yet they still repeat it. If you know, because and what gets me is everybody in damn near everybody in America and a lot of people all over the world have little computers in their pockets and easily are able to look things up, find out for themselves. It's not done mostly. Hey, you have to keep in mind which precincts are reporting when and how an early voting are processed. If you aren't looking county by county within the state, you don't have a good sense of that state, says Vincent. That is true. It's one of the reasons why I'm watching the AP as well, because it's talking about it's got counties sectioned off and everything. So I am watching both of them. But we're talking politics, obviously. But whatever you guys want to talk about tonight, we are. It's just this is on my mind, and I don't think I'm not very much. I want to follow this. You know, I know we do cover rankings and all that kind of stuff, but I want to follow this. I want to see where it's going. And to them, the end justifies the means. Yeah, poker race. I do believe that to be true because you see the Democrats. Some of them anyway, like Hillary, you saw, what's the young girl, the bartender with cans?
AOC,
yeah. Those two and others were talking about how they need to control speech in order to make sure there's no disinformation getting out. No, thank you. I'm very good speaking on my own behalf. And the whole thing is nobody's asked them, well, who gets to decide what's disinformation or not? Who gets to decide? You know, of course, they want their opinions and what they tell the American people to be truth. You know, Fauci kind of put all of that. They went full on in on Fauci, even though he lied. He told the American people you don't need masks, and then he said, no, I told you all that because I wanted to make sure that nurses and doctors had that. These are his words. He said this. Now, the truth is that it was horseshit. The 6 foot thing was horseshit, but that's what the government was feeding us. The 6 foot separation was arbitrary. So all this time, everybody's saying, wait a second, that's horseshit. It's the flu. It might be a really bad flu, but it's the flu. Get the fuck outside. And when anybody said, get the fuck outside, that was misinformation according to the government. But they were wrong.
The main thing with that is that it affected people with pre-existing conditions, because it affected my parents who had pre-existing conditions when I got it. Nothing. Mm-hmm. But because my parents had diabetes and my mom had a heart condition, like it was bad for them. Like they've lost a bit of functionality. Each of them lost a bit of functionality in their lungs. So it is affecting them. But if you don't have a pre-existing condition, like for me, it was a bad flu and a bad cold.
I couldn't tell you. I never got it.
Yeah,
I actually, when I thought it was, I didn't know what Gail had. I kissed up on her, still never got it. Let's see. Oh, by the way, fourth age, a comics election live stream. Good to see. This is my channel. I talk about what's on the mind, and tonight it's the election. But like I said, we could talk about anything. I'm good for that. I just want to keep an eye on the election. I knew that's because that's where my mind is tonight.
Yeah, no, has been going on in the comics world though. So
yeah, Marvel still sucks. DC is steering hard into suckdom, and independents tend to be where the comic books are at. Comic books I've been reading. I picked up my my Wonder Woman Diana Prince celebrating the 60s omnibus, and I started reading Captain Britain. And I'm reading Popeye comic strips. I'm pretty much back issue all the way these days, mainly because I want to catch up on as many of these trade paperbacks I've bought and I've received and have not read. I don't know about you, but like trade paperbacks are like video games to me, where I'm not done with all the ones that I have, but if I see a good deal on one, I'm picking it up. You know, so I've got a shit ton I haven't read yet.
I do that too.
I'm trying to catch up on those. I just read through the Nightfall from the very beginning. The Azrael trade paperback and the Road to Nightfall. All 3 of those big, thick books. The epilogue, the whole 9 yards, and it's.
So you read Nightfall, Night Quest, and Night's End,
and Prodigal, and the Road to, yeah. And the Sword of Azrael. Yeah. I'm reading John Byrne's X-Men Elseworlds. Oh yeah. I haven't checked that out. Is it good? Because I would dig on trying that out. Let's see. Vincent is saying early takes. Did I read this? Early takes that they haven't called. NC says no landslide for Trump yet. North Carolina. If it goes to Harris, odds dramatically improve for Harris. Well, let's all hope that doesn't happen, because I'm just not in the mood for World War III.
Yeah. According to AP, it's 71 to 101.
71 to 101 as far as electoral.
Yeah.
Yep, that's what I've got as well. Yep, 71 to 101. She's made strides. She's gotten 20 since we started this.
Yeah, but
so
like
and
Vermont
Trump has not moved.
Like
we need to see that go. I read this election 4 out of 10, says Jose. Yep. Yeah, I'm with you on that. With the trades, I need glasses, so I'm behind on my reading, says Dark Admiral. Me too. Every time I've gotten a little bit of money, I was like, oh, I'm going to get glasses, and then something's come up. Same thing's happening this week. where we get paid by the booth, but it looks like it's going to go to other places. And I told Gail, I said, screw that. This is the week I at least get the order in. I want glasses by next week.
All right. So
why the fuck is Texas a close race? Well, a lot of people moved from California to Texas, and they brought the politics with them, Ash.
Mm-hmm.
What are you saying?
Yeah, I was going to ask, what do the different shades mean?
Okay, so blue is obviously Democrat. Red is obviously Republican. That little pinkish kind of thing, it's still up in the air. Now, if it's light red, it means that the Republicans are leading, but it's not as big of a divide enough yet to call. If it's light blue, it's the same thing, but like Missouri is at 101,460 for Kamala, 90,000 for Donald.
Which one's Missouri again?
Missouri is MO. It's right above Arizona, the AR. See Texas go up to Oklahoma, to the right to Arizona, and the one up is Missouri.
Arkansas, not Arizona.
Did I say Arizona? Yeah. Arkansas. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Okay, it's the MO with 10 next to the.
Hey, just Pele's in the house. How you doing, man? It's been a while. What were you saying, Evil?
It's the one next to Kansas.
All righty. And Carlos is here representing Kamala. I hope she does not win because she has been horrible. We have found out that Joe Biden has not been in control of the White House, and she has said that she's been in the room and she is one of the people making the decision. So high grocery, high gas, and we do for a fact know that the war in the Ukraine happened because she fucked that up. And hey, look, it's getting hard to buy a home. It's getting hard to find a job because of her failure at the border. But abortions are with the states, and that's a horrible, horrible thing. You know, there is no ban. There's no national ban. But at the very least, if Kamala wins, we will continue to have high prices and World War III. So, you know, there is that. It is the gift that keeps on giving, because that will be with us for years. So there you go. But yeah, hey, look, everybody has their political beliefs. We have leftists, we have liberals on this channel all the time. Welcome, Carlos, and thank you for listening in. All righty. Let's see. Where's Breen from? Again, he's in Kentucky. I'm in Indiana, but I'm from Florida. That is not a lie, Carlos. Tell me, please, by all means, where I lied. Tell me that she was not the person that was sent over, and she was talking to Putin. They were talking about they were talking about moving in. They were talking about the war. Tell me where I'm wrong about that. Tell me where I'm wrong about she was the border czar and she fucked that up. How about tell me the fact that it has been found out since. You know, where have I lied? I mean, don't just say you're lying. Back it up. You know, I'm not. I don't say any of this to attack, but that's what we get. Oh, you lie. You're this. You're that. You're Nazi. All that kind of shit. You know, back it up, please. Let's see, Madam President Jay. Polls closing. Going to check the news back in 15. Okay, Vincent. Oh, as a matter of fact, Vincent is liberal as well. It's nearly impossible to get by with one job. Yeah. We're actually trying to get Elizabeth a job, so we have 3 incomes coming in to make everything easier. I'd be #1 Trump fan if he wasn't wishy-washy about abortion to gain votes. He did what he needed to be. He did what he needed to do, and that's all he needed to do. Hey, look, the thing is in the Constitution, if it isn't stated, it's stated that it goes to the states. Yeah, that's the way it should be. I don't agree with it. and I would vote against it, but all you needed to do was make sure it wasn't a national thing. Whether it's pro or for, it shouldn't be a national thing. It should go to the states. So that's just the way the Constitution was made.
Agreed.
And sometimes things you like get in there into your laws. Sometimes things you don't like get into laws. We shouldn't be at each other's throats and fighting, tooth and nail. I absolutely am against it. I wasn't all the time, but then I was. For some of you, you know the story. All right. Some of you might not, so I'm not telling it here. Kamala is endorsed by Dick Cheney. I know, right? How is that a thing? How in 20 years, Dick Cheney went from the most evil person on the face of the planet, and let's face it, he was one of the most evil people on the face of the planet.
Still is.
I mean, even back when he was raw Republican, people were like, "Fuck, Dick Cheney's an evil bastard."
According to the thing I'm looking at, NBC just announced Trump with Texas and Kamala Ding Dong with New York.
So New York did go Kamala 950. Oh, wow. I knew that was a curb stomping right there. 954 to 360, 27. Now, he got 27% of New York last time, too, which, by the way, is actually higher than any other Republican. So,
yeah, and Trump won Texas.
And Trump won Texas. And that
we haven't gone completely blue yet, so that's good.
Okay. Yeah, it's a little bit nerve-wracking. Man, I feel like I kind of jumped on Carlos a bit. And I don't want to. I want, if you're liberal, if you're, welcome. And thank you very much. And yes, I'm conservative. I'm a little salty tonight, so please take everything with a grain of it, Let's see.
This might end up backfiring, but you want to toss the link for the StreamYard as a pinned comment?
Oh, like if anybody wanted to jump in and say their piece? Whoop,
yeah.
I hit the wrong one. Yeah, okay. I'll do that. Sure.
Yeah, just put it in the thing and pin it.
Yeah. Hey, Carlos, feel free. Actually, anybody. Feel free if you want to jump on, you want to get your voice heard. That's what tonight's all about, right?
Indeed.
There you go. If you want to jump in, you want to get your voice heard, come on in. Hey, if you've been listening in for a long time and never jumped in and said hi, feel free to do that. And if you want to talk actually about comics, we're good with that too. We're just here to watch the results, not necessarily only talk about them.
Yeah.
So
update here from AP, Trump God, South Dakota, and Wyoming.
Okay, good deal.
We're now at 120 to 99.
Good Lord.
That's
way too close.
That is, there's 150 left for Donald Trump to win, and 171 for Kamala to win. And God,
well, you might as well just go and give her the 54 for California because we know that's going to happen.
Yep.
Shit.
You might want to screen share again.
How's Arizona look?
Okay. Yeah. Let's see. Axios. Yeah, I know. I'm so freaking nervous. I am so nervous. But yeah, if anybody wants to jump in, feel free. Come on in. Let's see what we got. Shocker, New York, except for my county and a few other small pockets are red. Kind of feels like my vote is always wasted, says MK. Nah, man. No, it's not wasted. Never is. I am crying bullshit for Nebraska. I'm here in Nebraska. Most of us, except for Libtardville, Omaha, have voted for Trump, says Eric and Boyd. And it went already. It's reading blue right now, and it says, well, Nebraska has 100,131 to Trump and 138,751 to Kamala. So it is nowhere near close enough to call yet. Colorado, surprise, is really leaning blue. So, yeah. All righty. And once again, if anybody wants to jump in, feel free. And yeah, I'm inviting the liberal side. We will be respectful. That's the rule. We will be respectful. Everybody.
And
Honestly, comics wise, the only good books on the shelf are Ghost Machine and Conan the Barbarian. And those are the it's not Marvel Conan right now, right? It's like what is that? Famous
Ablaze. I think.
Oh, okay.
Ablaze.
Okay. Ablaze Comics. All right. I hear that it's a little more violent. Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
and just for tonight, I've amended my eating rule because stress eating. I'm a fat guy, so.
Louisiana went to Trumpo.
And I do have the Indian corn. So.
Native American corn.
Right. Yes. Native. Right. Yeah. Let's call them natives, even though there's no race native to the Americans. They came over on the Bering Strait, and then we'll also call them by their conqueror's name. So yeah, that's really good. I never understood that. A lot of racism has been in the name of kindness and equality. The whole politically correct, you're African American, you're a Latino American. We used to call it Hispanic American. You're an Asian American, which is stupid because Asian is even like parts of freaking Russia. And the only people who didn't get a hyphen, white people. You're just American. You're good old-fashioned 100% pure American, unlike those Hispanic Americans and Asian Americans and African Americans. It was rooted in racism from the beginning. That's why I never fell into the whole politically correct trap.
And the other Asian thing that I learned, because, well, we know that I learned English through American shows and stuff.
Yeah.
But basically, when I came over to the UK, what I recently learned is when people here say Asian, they think more Indian or South Asian things, while when they say Oriental, they mean China,
like
Korea,
China and
stuff
Japan.
like that.
Yeah. Arizona looks hot, says Dave. Cali is going blue like New York. That's a definite. We need more red states. Yeah, that is true.
Oh man, because you gotta so 54, that'd be 66. So 74 for the West Coast. Going to Harris. You can go and give her that. Oh boy.
Yep. Once California goes into play, he's got to take a real commanding lead here.
Is there enough left to do that? I mean, I don't.
If so, you guys said Texas has been called, but I don't see it as being called yet. But that's 40 right there, and that puts him at 177.
Yeah, so from what I've seen, Louisiana, Nebraska, and Ohio went to Trump.
Okay.
Oh, and Nebraska too? Okay, that's good.
We're at 137.99 right now. But you're right. He needs a lead that takes that 54 votes does not really. And you can pretty much bet on, I was about to say Australia, for Arizona as well.
Yeah.
I think Ghost Machine, his image says one slick. Mad Cave has many great books, says Undead. There's not been a bad book from Jeff Johns and company with the Ghost Machine initiative, says Tweaks. As E eats on stream, send him fat jokes donations. That would be great. Yes, by all means. Insult away, but do it with a super chat or a Ko-Fi. That would be awesome.
Do it with Ko-Fi or PayPal. Don't do
super Ko-Fi
chat.
And PayPal go directly, and super chats. YouTube takes 35%. Is Arizona going more Trump or Harris? It's going to go for Harris because they're one of the states that had the problems with the machines like a month ago. I'm exaggerating for effect, but yeah, you get the joke. You get what I'm saying anyway. The good comic are by independent companies these days. Mainstream comics are head to the 10th level of hell. I know, right? Politics can drive you crazy, says Undead Quinn, and that is true. Hey, daughter of mine, are you still listening in? I see President Trump won Nebraska, according to other sources, by a margin. I am saying this is absolutely bullshit. Okay.
No, AP has called it for Nebraska for Donnie.
Okay, so you know what? I wanted Axios here because AP is generally just. But here, let me switch to that. There you go. If they're more accurate, they're more accurate. So
I'm not sure if they're more accurate, but that's the one I'm following. Go to keep Axios because like we have two sources then.
Okay. All right. I can do that.
Yeah.
Woo! I know, right? Anybody else feeling nervous?
Yeah. So Montana and Idaho should be
Me
for
too.
Trump. That's 8. Oh God. Utah.
You know what gets me is how even. I mean, I get it. I get it. The check for Crowder voting map. Like, oh yeah, that's right. Steven's doing his thing. Crowder voting map. They got their own. I see the YouTube thing, but they don't have their map up constantly because they're doing their comedy bits and all that kind of stuff. And I'm probably gonna watch this after, but I'm actually nervous. I got to tell you guys, because I mean, we literally had them say that they want to they want to make sure that they're controlling the speech. They have literally said things like this. You know,
basically the way they're going to go about it is do internet deepfakes, and then they're going to try to censor anyone that disagrees with them.
Let's see. Dark Admiral saying, I found an awesome author at a con. He doesn't have any comics, but novels, anthologies. His main series, I Villain, is awesome. Oh, that's cool. I sometimes see people with books instead of like comics and all that kind of stuff. And I always wondered about them. But hey, you know, fun times, right? I mean, if you find something good. Harris said freedom of speech is a privilege. I know, right? And all the people that, you know, like Arnold Schwarzenegger, your freedom. No. And a lot of, look, I get you make politics personal, but you're not, I'm not, I should say, I'm not more important than America. I'm not more important than the ideals of America. What I want is more important than what the Constitution says. My children aren't. And I don't think there's a lot of people who are willing to say that. People died to make sure that we have the freedoms we have. We are the greatest country this world has ever seen. And the reason being is because of upward mobility. You know, you are able to start poor. You are able to end rich. You are the great experiment is what we are. We are the first that allows people to govern their own lives. The more government you have actually works against the American dream. And that's another thing I hear people get all the time, or get wrong all the time. And you may say, oh, well, it's England team knows what the American dream is. He's going to tell everyone. Yes, I am, because I think it's gotten lost. A lot of times you hear people talk about the American dream, and it's the home, the 2.5 kids, and the white picket fence bullshit. There are no promises in the American dream. The American dream does not say you're going to be successful. Now, people say I live the American dream because they go from no wealth to wealthy, or at least well-to-do. And that is part of it, being able to govern yourself, being able to be poor and raise up. That is part of it. But there is no promise. The promise of America is only that you get to govern yourself without government interference. That you can look at Donald Trump and go, you're a fucking idiot. Or you can look at Kamala and say, you're a fucking idiot. You know, we are equal to the people we elect. And that's the way it always should be. This thing where even celebrities are held with some reverence beyond what they are. They're pretenders, you know, they're players, they're play actors. It should not be done. The whole thing about revering one person over another, and I get we always have our influences, we always have our heroes and such. But what I'm saying is the American dream is that you can live your life without government interference. That's the American dream. And we are the great experiment. And we're the only ones doing it. You see, even in England, who is supposed to be our spiritual cousins, they're arresting people for saying the wrong thing. And it's done. They're doing that here too now. And it's ridiculous. Anyway, let's see. The Reddit has gone insane. Trump with the same MO and counterculture Reddit is posting no true Scotsman fallacy. Please explain that. For those of you who don't know what it is. Yeah. Let's see. Is Evil Black Cat sick? No, he's in a room where somebody can hear him easily and they're trying to sleep. Let's see. Eric and Boyd says, I know where I live does not matter, but the APA has called Trump the winner here in Nebraska just a few minutes ago. Not all the results have been counted, but so far that is what I'm reading. Well, it has been done in the past where they called a state and then they turned it. Crazy how Harris said free speech is a privilege, should be everyone's right. Not exactly. The promise of America is the right to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Yes. AP, not APA. Sorry. No worries.
APA.
No worries.
No. Eric and Boyd misspelled it, so he's correcting himself.
Okay. We are at 177 to 99. Texas went completely red. So now with the 53 votes, or what was it, 54 votes from California? Say again?
I just saw on Fox News that right now it's 195 to 113 Trump.
Okay, with California from 99. Now I haven't seen any update on Kamala. She's still at 99. With that, she's still 50 votes left. People leave communist countries to leave regimes, says Undead. But we'll see how it goes for Nebraska and such. We have seen we had seen some shady shit in the last election. I think it would have helped the America for the last 4 years had the Supreme Court actually looked at the evidence. Whether or not the evidence was pro-Trump or pro-Biden is regardless. I think if they had at least looked at it, the affidavits of all the truckers that said they were hauling false ballots of the people who watched as Pennsylvania changed their rule unconstitutionally, as they watched the people of Pennsylvania get the electors, the Republican electors get shut out of the places people vote. I'm sorry, the word's escaping me.
The polls.
Thank you. If they had actually looked at all of that, win or lose for either one, I think it would have been better because there would have been confirmation of some sort. The fact that nothing got looked at, I think it's really, really hurt the institutions in America. The magic number is 270, says One Slick. Yeah, it's like so close, but so effing far. So, hey, Spiffy, what's up? There's one thing that's certain, that's California will vote red. Yes, of course. Just like New York. So, how are they doing popular? It's 25 to 28 in Trump's favor right now, but California is going to bring in a whole shit ton of votes for Kamala. Because that's how all the Democrats end up winning the popular vote, is because of California and New York. They're the most populous.
Apparently, Pennsylvania update. Actually, it's 21% in.
Which one?
Pennsylvania, it's 21% in. Harris is 59. Trump is 40.
Yeah, I see. It's I've got 57-41. It just changed 57-3, 41-9 for Donald Trump. Harris is going to take Pennsylvania. But the thing is I got news. I don't trust it. I honestly don't trust it for all the shenanigans that went on in Pennsylvania.
Basically, they are trying to win Pennsylvania because they think it's the biggest hope they have.
I'm pretty sure. I mean, it's a big one, isn't it? Let's see, 19 electoral. So that would be 70 with California. That brings her pretty close to Donald Trump. This one's going to be a nail biter, guys. I said I've been saying all along, I do not see Donald Trump getting into the White House. I just don't. But we'll see how it goes. California is falling apart from the seams, and yet they still go with what's destroyed them. They still follow. Harris is outperforming Biden in PA, but underperforming Biden in Wisconsin. Let's see, if Harris takes PA, they cheated. I live here, and there's no way Harris has that kind of support here. Once, like they have been. Earlier today, every machine, according to people who tried to vote, I'm not there, so I don't know. But according to what we're seeing on Twitter and such, people are filming it and shit. They're everywhere. Machines are down. You can't vote. Come back later. No, I'm hoping people stay in those fucking lines. Make them arrest you. Make them arrest you and turn it into something. Turn it into a damn. No, I can't say that. But you got to make sure that they let the American know that they arrested people for trying to vote. Early ballots, Trump had twice what Kamala had, says one slate. Yeah, they managed to find a whole bunch of votes, I'm sure. And I bet they were from Philadelphia too, because the Democrats, if you go back and you watch, the Democrats found a whole bunch of votes in black neighborhoods in 2020. That's the voice they chose to wipe out right there. That's the people who have been voting Democrat blindly for the past 50 years. And they chose them to destroy their voice because they wanted to win an election. If you are in line, you get to vote. Come on now. Yeah, that's what you're supposed to do. But watch, you've got corrupt cops telling people you need to, leave your votes here and go home. It's people have that shit on video. Don't take my word for it. It's out there. Like I said, everybody's got a computer in their pocket. Everything I'm saying, everything I say here, you can actually check yourself. See if I'm full of shit. I might be. Nobody's perfect. Human beings are fallible. But I saw all the videos myself. I like watching Steven Crowder sometimes. I like watching the Daily Wire sometimes. And I like to watch, what's the guy with the beanie cap? Tim Pool. But if I see they're talking about something, I go find the original video. Yeah, I don't care if it's CNN or if it's Steven Crowder or whomever, The Blaze. If they talk about something, go find the original video so you know for yourself. Black voters are more Trump this year. Yeah. PA is starting to go for Trump, says Airborne Animations. How you doing, sir? Oh, and by the way, Airborne, Vincent, love to meet you. I've got the link pinned to the top here. If anybody wants to chime in, if you feel I'm full of crap and you want to get your opinion, and come on in. We'll be respectful. That's what this is all about. But if you guys want to get your opinion in and say a couple of words, come on in. so long as you don't use any slurs. If you don't, if you treat everybody respectful, that's all. That's all I ask. Yeah. Let's see. Just because you see it doesn't mean it's true. Come on, fake crap is all over social media all day long. That's why. Yeah, that's why I say go to the original videos. Go to the original speeches. Go to if somebody said Kamala Harris said this in a speech. Find that speech. Don't go by. Definitely don't go by Fox News, CNN, MSNBC, or any of the corporate. But yeah, find it yourself. The illegals getting the nerves, says Undead Quinn. At this point, I have a hard time believing Jewish folks will vote liberal with everything going on. And yet, there you go. It's 50 cents. I took a screenshot. What's up?
So right now, it says, according to AP, Kamala is 99, and then I don't understand what the bracket plus 28 is, and Trump is 177 plus a bracket 76.
Okay, I'm not seeing. Wait, a bracket 76? Because I'm just seeing 178 to 99 on AP.
I think the brackets just mean what they're projected or something like that.
Let me refresh here, see if it pops up with what you're looking at. Wow, I said I'm willing to talk about anything and talk about comics. We talked about comics for 5 minutes. All righty. I'm on the Canucks side, stuck with Blackface Hitler, says Undead Quinn. Sorry, man. Sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, no, I'm not allowed to say that word. By the way, one of the reasons I am shadow banned is because I don't block out words like that, because you're supposedly not supposed to say Hitler. Hitler is it's a what are they called? Red flag word.
Yeah, a person that I knew had his channel nuked because he had multiple videos where he said that word.
Yeah.
And the thing is that he was a history channel, and basically the entire thing was his playlist on World War II.
It is ridiculous.
They flagged History Channel's playlist of World War II for having one of the major players of World War II involved.
Okay, Vincent is saying something about 154. Same with Michigan and Wisconsin, 154 and 33. The Dems on the anti-Jew side. Well, yeah, with what's going on with Israel, and yeah, it's weird. It is just weird. But you've got. I don't know. I don't understand it. I don't understand how anyone could be on the side of Hamas, but that is the thing. But then again, I was raised in Reagan's America, so go figure.
No, basically what is happening is like the same reason America lost Vietnam and England lost the war with Northern Ireland, I think. Is because they are using human shields, like Hamas is using human shields, and Israel doesn't care about it. But most people are saying you can't kill the human shields. Israel is going after the human shields.
Well, Israel's evacuating a lot of people before they go in and do things. They're sending messages. They're doing what they can to cut stuff down, but they are not going. They're in a war. And I don't think that's what a lot of people who are against all this realize. This isn't a schoolyard scuffle. They are in a war for their survival, and they got to do what they got to do. Airborne. Talking about. I'd be surprised if PA went to Kamala, especially after the assassination attempt.
I hope. Mainly one of the things that people are against is like they have had videos where Israel have bombed hospitals. And it's the videos of some guy I forgot, he's hooked up to an IV and is burning alive.
Holy shit, is this real?
What?
Okay, so One Slick shared out another one. This is 27 O-Town? Towan?
27 to win.
Oh, 27.
270 to win.
270 to win. Let's go with 27-0 towing. It actually says right down here 270 to win. I'm sitting here with like, what the fuck is 27-0 towing? Oh, god dang it. Okay, sometimes I can be a dumbass. Okay, so this is saying, okay, it changed. It's 210 to 105 Trump. That's what they're saying here. Is this? Yeah, because AP still has it at 178 to 99. And where's the other one? AP has it 178 to 99. So yeah, I'm wondering what they're doing, or what am I reading that it says 210 to 105. It does say that no state has flipped since 2024. Wait, no, flipped in 2024.
It's 270.
Yeah, it's got to be made to 270. Now we know California and Oregon flat out that's going to go Democrat. So let's see. No, Washington might not, but that's still 54. That's 62, 74. And then we need Georgia. We need Georgia so much. And Minnesota. Yeah, come on, guys. Don't fuck with us. Just put it in there. But last election, Georgia was red all the way up to the point where it did that big old basketball jump straight up and over. Georgia was red all night. I watched that, and then we gotta go. We're gonna give you the results when we find the votes. Israeli, the nation, all Jewish people are not equivalent, says that is true. That is true.
It's 75% count.
Let's see. Oh dear, oh heavens. He might do it, says Airborne. Airborne, jump on in. The link's right there, man. Actually, I'm saying that to everybody. Come on in. Obviously I can only have 10 people at a time, but let's hear from you guys.
Did you get it back up to 10?
Yeah, I paid the bill. I was able to pay the bill. Thank goodness to everybody who bought comics on the charity day. I certainly appreciate everybody. By the way, got a good auction coming up this week as well. Got some great big dogs, but also a lot of Brave and the Bolds and such. I was going to talk about, for some reason, my memory just blocked me from remembering the collections that I had ordered. But there is, I'm getting about 290 comics. So I'll have for the next two auctions, I got some good stuff. I say as I'm trying to pull it up here so I could tell you what's coming, give a little preview. Way too early to get excited. California or Washington will go. Oh, California absolutely will go blue. Minnesota will not go red, says Vincent. So that's 4 right there. I'm so terrified about PA and Wisconsin, says there, but me too. Wisconsin will go red. Harris is underperforming Joe in Union urban areas, says Vincent. Let's see. X that have closed the West Coast yet. No, they can't. That's a certain 74 points for her. Let's see. I would jump on, but I'm in the same kind of situation as Black Cat with the people sleeping who have to go to work early. All right. The door's always open, though. That is faux show. All righty. Let's see what's going on. Well, I want a couple of comics for the following. Oh, yeah, I've got an entire run of JLA Adventures coming in, a bunch of DC miniseries as well. Some Titans. And on the other one, like I said, some Brave and the Bold. I'm really excited about that JLA Adventures. I looked it up, how much it was going for on eBay and all that kind of stuff. Woo! It is actually going for some dollars. I got some ROM, some Brave and the Bold, Black Panther from the Christopher Priest years, Silver Sable, some dollar size World's Finest, a ROM #1. Got that as a big dog coming. And that should be in the next auction, as well as Aquaman #53. Got Jonah Hex 28, Marvel Collector's Item Classic 5, Mr. Miracle #6, first appearance of the Furies. Some good Dawn Star Legion. The first appearance of Hitman, some Vampirellas, Harris Vampirellas. What If #50, the shiny one from the 90s Wildstorm swimsuit issue, because why not? It's winter. Yeah. So there you go. How things have changed. Washington used to be a Republican stronghold. We even went bull moose, says Joe. One of the possible deciding factors is that the unions are not supporting Harris, says One Slick. And Reddit is such a lib, echo chamber, says Airborne. Yeah, I've been on a website like that before. It gets ridiculous. It's like, come on, seriously. Yeah, it's just the fact that you get, when you go into a liberal stronghold website or echo chamber, even when you present facts, it's like, oh, those facts don't care about my feelings, I'm going to throw them out. You know, they don't count, because it's ridiculous the way they will defend wrong.
Yep.
Sorry if I'm talking a lot there, guys. If you want to jump in, Jay, or say something.
Oh, no, you're good. You're good.
Yeah.
I'm just kind of on pins and needles right now.
Aren't we all, sir? That's why I said let's do this, because I just didn't see me doing very well talking about covers tonight.
Yeah.
Because I would still want to talk about everything else.
Indeed, yeah, I know. Man.
Let's see. Oh, I lost a couple of good ones. Those atoms would have been fun. Alrighty, let's see what we got here. All they do is call you fashion. Yeah, that's true, Airborne. And that does happen a couple of times, where you're talking to somebody. We were talking about this earlier. I always kind of stood against the brainwashing thing, but when you bring in facts, your liberal, or more accurately, your leftist friend will get mad. And I think it's like it's cracking the programming. And so they'll get mad. They'll cut everything off with you, or they'll hang up on you, or they'll walk away from you. They won't listen to the facts, because they go against they go against everything otherwise. Summoner Summer says, shit scared title. Wait, Election Day is scarier than Halloween this year. Yeah, it is. It is. Comic Vine's political threads are dumb too. Even everyone who's for Harris gives no reason. They all echo what everybody's Trump evil, blah, 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 blah. That was her entire, that's it. That's her entire thing. That's all. It's ridiculous. Lemon Lime says, you don't have facts. Come on in, sir. I left the link to the chat. Come on in and have a conversation. By all means. It's like that line from Harry Potter, but here's the rub. How do we sort out the liars, says One Slick. Exactly. But I do invite anybody who wants their voice heard. It doesn't matter what side of the political fence you're on. We will be respectful to each other. No slurs. That'll get you booted quicker than anybody, and blocked permanently. I really want to hear your standpoint. I know, right? Come on in. Tell us the truth about Kamala Harris that we're missing. Please, by all means, come on in. That's what I want to hear. I've got an open invitation link. Come on in. Anybody can go on. Once again,
They're mind controlled.
No, we're mind controlled.
I know. I was reading his comment.
Yeah. Which by all means, like I said, please come on in and speak your piece. Not argue, not fight, I want to hear what we are missing. What is wrong? And look, we've got a chat. They will fact check. The smartest, nobody on the panel is as smart as the chat in any conversation, because that can be fact checked quickly and easily. So by all means, still 178 to 99. I guess we're waiting for the West Coast to get involved. So it's only 6:44 on the West Coast. So yeah, I don't want to fight anybody. In all honesty, I really want to hear. I want to hear what you like about what we see wrong. Like you go to the grocery store, the prices are high. You go to the gas station, the price is higher. We definitely had people on the Democrat side talk about how they want to control free speech. Okay, all of this stuff has been going on. So why is that a good thing? What am I missing from that? The war in Ukraine, the war in Russia, the war with Israel and Iran. What am I missing that's good about that? Please, by all means, come on in, tell me. Just ask it. Oh, but Trump is a convicted felon. But do you see what they had to do in order to get him that way? Yeah. There is video out there of what's her name, the governor of New York, changing a law, signing it and everything, and she's smiling so they could actually prosecute Trump. As a matter of fact, I think one of the New York politicians got involved in that as well. Obviously, I'm not doing fact check right now. I'm not typing here. Let me show you on the video. You can go look it up. It's there. You can actually look it up where the judge, these are my sources, the governor herself and the judge himself, who said, doesn't matter. You guys don't have to be unanimous. When has that ever freaking happened? You actually have, oh goodness, what is it called when a trial is being brought up?
I think
what was the question?
I think hearing is the word he's looking for. What's it called when the trial's being brought up? I think he means the hearing. Ooh. How's the weather there in England?
It's gotten a little colder. Like today is, I think, Guy Fawkes night, so there were fireworks earlier.
So do you guys ever think that maybe YouTube threw me off because
maybe. Quite possible.
Yeah. But yeah, by all means, like I said, my sources are the judges. My sources is the governor. I do watch the political pundits. I do, but if they say something, you got to find that original video. If they show a clip, find the 30 seconds before and the 30 seconds after, so you can see what is the context of what's being said. YouTube has gotten crazy strict. Yeah, they have Airborne. That is faux show. Guy Fawkes night was last night for us. There's been fireworks for the last couple of nights. Remember the 5th of November, right? Isn't that it? Or is it a different one? Yeah. She's in New Zealand, and so she's a day ahead. And it kills me. My daughter is just as she's in New Zealand now, but she's just as nervous for this election as I am.
Because she has to come back. Remember that.
Hey, if they have grandkids, they better come back. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. It's the same back home. Like Like, did she move there permanently or just living there for a while?
Oh, she met a good guy, and that's where he's from. So that's where they're living right now. And I told both her and Elizabeth, go see the world. You guys know my story in the beginning. For those of you who've been around since the beginning of this channel, me and my wife were separated for a little bit. My midlife crisis was spent in Thailand, and I really do cherish my time in Thailand for seeing the world and so forth and so on. And I hope my daughters see the world as well, see something, get out of the country and see something. Yeah. Anyway, leftists, remember you can't have rights if we're in a nuclear wasteland. One of my favorite memes, Airborne, it shows this girl. She's in a white flowing gown, just looking gorgeous, and she's kind of got her head got her head up, and she's looking out, and it's a nuclear wasteland, just cities destroyed, and she's, well, at least we have abortion.
Yeah.
Joe saying, oh, go on ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I said I have a close friend who I've known for almost 30 years. She's like that. She only cares about being pro-abortion. She literally does not pay attention to anything else that's going on. And
she doesn't give a shit about that. She doesn't give a shit about that. That's what she's been told to care about.
Yeah.
It's the I mean, you all see it. We do it ourselves, especially if you are a YouTuber, be it comic book or whatever. That thing that's going viral right now is the most important thing. Watch Gary and the Black Pills. Watch any of them. They'll rail on something like it's the most important thing in the world, and then 2 days later they're on to the next subject. But for those 5 days, that's the most important thing, and that's what abortion is right now. If they did their own thinking, which a lot of people don't, I for a while I was like that too. You just you watch, you go, yeah, okay. But if they did their own thinking, okay, are you going to get an abortion? Most people, no. They might say, well, I would like to know if it's there. Then if they're not going to, if they know they're not going to, then they're not voting for their right. They're voting for someone else. They're willing to send their men off to war because you're being drafted now, guys. They're just doing it when you're born. You're done. You get your Social Security. Boom. Look it up once again. So you're willing to send the guys off to war. Now women too, because hey, you were dumb enough to fight for your rights to be in war. And they're willing to have that happen in order for a stranger, for somebody they never met, to kill their child within the womb. It's weird to me, but there you go. I didn't. Let's see. Erie flipped to Trump for now, at least, as Airborne, and Ashley saying, "Yeah, it's a good thing here. They gave us a break on the 4th from the fireworks, and then continue last night." Wait, okay. So on the 4th, you had Guy Fawkes Day, not like the 4th, like our 4th of July, right?
Yeah, but Guy Fawkes Day is the 5th of November, and it's not a day, it's a night thing, like Halloween.
Right, okay. Well, you're actually from England, so... Yeah.
I'm not from
Well, you're
England.
not from, but you're in there right now, is what I meant to say. Yeah. You live in there. I saw some leftists even say they'd punch a Republican baby. It's ridiculous. I mean, why get yourself that worked up and hateful? Like I can't understand the thought. My brother and I, we were talking one time. We were talking about the Covington kid, and I was telling him the video that shows the entire story of what happened was available day 1. He said it wasn't. I saw it on day 1. And he was, and they were talking about, just don't talk blah blah, and say you don't throw away family for politics. And he says, yeah, you do. That fucking floored me. It really did.
Wow. Get this real quick.
Go on ahead.
According to the Washington Post, let's see, New York City is taking a huge swing towards Trump.
Has New York been called yet?
I don't know.
Pull up the map again. According
to
which one?
105.
I've got 2,445,000 at 63% Kamala. It's 36-1 for Donald Trump. No Republican in the history of has ever gotten 36% of New York.
Yeah, go to the Axios one while as in screen share it. While here it says Missouri went, according to AP, Missouri went to Trump.
Okay, hold on. AP, I've got 3 of them now. Hold on just a sec.
No, I'm looking at AP. You look at Axios.
I'm trying to find Axios. Did I freaking close up Axios?
You lost it when you dropped out.
Yeah, I dropped out, and I think, yeah, okay, let me bring it up again. Here we go. Okay, let's see. Axios, U.S. election, live map updates. All right, and where's the map? There's the map. Okay, and let me share that out. There we go. Okay, so right now it says Harris 400. Here we go, 63.6 to 34.1. 425 to Harris, 227. No Republican has ever gotten that much of New York.
That's Massachusetts.
I mean,
you got Massachusetts.
I thought I had okay. 2 million for 2 million. That's still 36 to 63. That is amazing. Now he might not win New York. He most likely won't win New York, but that is amazing that he got that much of New York. They're both crazy. I wish we had better candidates. Me too, Black Spider. There's a George Carlin bit where he talks about it, and he goes, he says that comes from the American people. Garbage in, garbage out. Take that how you will. George Carlin, towards the end of his career, just became a grumpy old man. Although, what is that? Modern Man is a brilliant freaking piece. Let's see. I saw a guy, I think his name was Destiny. Destiny's a dumbass. Destiny does not debate people. He speaks fast and speaks over people. And here he goes like this. Well, okay, your point is this, blah, 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 and it's wrong. And then the person goes, no, blah, 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 this is right. And he, instead of going after the right opinion, or not the right opinion, but the right fact that was just said, he won't do that. He'll shift and he'll go after something else. Destiny's a dumbass. I saw a guy, I think his name was Destiny, post a picture where the firefighter died at the rally and says 1 point for Biden. Yeah, he's a moron. Let's see. People were shooting fireworks from like second, third. Didn't for the fourth, and then the fifth that continued. Says great. Googly moogly. Is your daughter in the place where they filmed Lord of the Rings, or am I thinking of the? Nope, that's the right country. But she's in the South. She's down with the Penguins, and yeah, the Hobbiton is in the North. If we visit over there, we will be seeing Hobbiton. Go on ahead.
Yeah, according to NBC, Trump won Kansas.
Okay, that's a good one.
Woo. And that's right now. What are we sitting at? Okay, now Axios has him at 188. AP has him at 188, and then still this other one has him at 210. But we got to say 188. That's the low bar. Let's just stay with that.
210 is the projected one.
Oh, okay.
I think that's the projected one. Go with the bottom one.
Okay, so let's see. What's Joe saying with? Maybe Abraham Lincoln for the yeah, that's true. Being the Republican that got more votes in New York. Let's see. How's Pennsylvania looking? According to Axios. Pennsylvania is 48% to Trump, 48.9 to Trump, 50.1 to Harris. That should be purple. It should not be blue. But then again, she is winning, so it is a light blue. New Hampshire is 179 to 208. Michigan is up in that's 463 to 424 Trump. Now I thought Michigan was going to flip because the Muslim population do not like Kamala. And it's one thing to say it. You got to get out there and vote. You know, if you're over on that side and you haven't voted, you got to get your ass out and vote if your polls are still open.
Yep.
Don't sit around and go, well, you know, California usually goes red all the time. Like MK said, my vote is wasted. No, because you don't know.
When did California go red all the time?
Did I say red? Blue. I meant blue. Yeah. Axios numbers are lagging behind. Yeah, I think so. AP is saying 188. Illinois 2 million to 1.5. Man, how can your state go so wrong? Your state goes so wrong and you still vote Democrat.
I would say not. I don't blame the state. I blame Chicago. That's where that's coming from.
Yeah, could be. More than likely, it's the
Well,
big.
yes,
It's the big. Yeah, it's like the It's like the some of the California is actually red, but it doesn't matter because Los Angeles.
Like from a geographic standpoint, California is red, but LA, Southern California, that's the most populated area in the country. The entire thing put together, and that's all blue.
North Carolina right now is light red. It's got Donald Trump up 52 to 47%.
North Carolina's
1 million. Has it?
Trump won North Carolina, so there's another 16.
It's not solid red, so I would be very weary of that.
Let me go back a minute.
And by the way, North Carolina was one of the states, like I said, in 2020, it was one of the states that was dark red. And then, oh my gosh, we got to close down, and we'll do it back up on tomorrow. And all of a sudden, North Carolina is won by
Jay, it's North Dakota that's gone to Trump, not North Carolina.
I've seen it here on Twitter. It might not be accurate though. But they said North Carolina went to Trump. Trying to find it.
In New York, one slick says they're separated by 68,000 votes. AP then is behind. I would love to know where you guys are getting yours as well, because
I would Twitter feed.
Yeah, like one slick. Are you following that one channel you shared? Oh, once again, ladies and gentlemen, I did leave the link, Ashley. If you guys want to jump on, Ashley, and get your voice heard, Ashley, come on in and chat. My daughter, come on in. Let's see. Too many yuppies and hippies here in New York City for anyone opposing lefties to win. But if we can make a statement, that's a good sign at least. Erica Boyd says, I have friends and family in Colorado. Most are conservative. Savagely, the hippies are so afraid of losing their weed, they will vote for a twat waffle. Well, anybody voting Democrat in Colorado is come on. You literally have the criminals taking over apartment buildings. And here's the appropriate number of criminals taking over apartment buildings. 0. Like if one is happening, you got to question, okay, maybe it's not the right governance.
Okay, it's not official about North Carolina, but he is projected to win it.
Yeah, we don't count projected.
Yeah.
Because the dead people might win for Kamala.
Yeah, I know. Did I just see Utah go right?
No, okay, now I'm seeing it. Yeah, it said, wow, from Election Hub, it says North Carolina has just been called. But I don't know.
So like the last time, North Carolina was up on Trump fucking big time, and they never called it. They never called North Carolina, they never called PA, and they never called Arizona. And then at the end of the night, all of a sudden, those went blue. And they,
Yeah.
for just a little bit, I got myself thinking maybe. But
All right.
no, like 66% of the votes are closed, are counted.
In other
No,
news,
it's they're gonna fucking
Yeah, Charlie
Montana
Kirk.
went.
Sorry.
say
Charlie
go on
Kirk-
ahead.
In
I'm still-
other news, Montana just got called for Trump.
Nice. Well, Charlie Kirk is saying, and he said this 33 minutes ago. He tweeted, "Decision desk calls North Carolina for Donald Trump." So,
Yeah, we don't
He's
count
got-
Shirley Kirk.
And yet they haven't changed it. I'm telling you, I said it before. I said it again. 2016 was the last election I've seen that was not cheated on. I'm betting you freaking money. North Carolina, they're gonna do it again. They're gonna fucking do it again.
Yeah, basically, let's not go with them because they do have a huge horse in the race. So let's look at the other sources that are actually calling it. Let's not go with Crowder, Elon, or any of the what do we call it, California people. By which I mean celebrities and politicians.
They haven't called Georgia. They
are
haven't
getting
called North Carolina, and that's exactly what happened the last time. That I think they're gonna do it. I think they're gonna do it to us again. I think they're gonna fucking shut down stuff, and then in the middle of the dead of fucking night, they're gonna come in with a whole bunch of votes, and they're gonna take North Carolina. They're gonna take Georgia, and they're gonna take Arizona. And they're going to give this. They're going to, and you'll have people with affidavits signed, which is fucking that's legal evidence in court, and no court's going to see it, and it's going to happen all over again. It's
Alex Jones. Alex Jones
right,
is saying North Carolina goes to Trump. Go ahead, Kat. Sorry.
Yeah, just in Utah went to Trump according to AP, and polls in 4 states closed.
I just saw Nebraska go bright red. Okay, we are looking at 198 to 99. We are looking at 198 to 99 right now.
I got 220 to 108
Yeah,
on the 270 to win side. Whoa. That's big.
Oh my goodness gracious.
That's-
Wisconsin is so close, says Great Googly Movie. Trump is leading Virginia by 20,000 votes so far, says one slick. The hell, there's more blue counties in Alabama than I thought. We all know California is the most red state there is. Yeah, I fucked up, okay? Let's see, so far the numbers in Michigan suggested no shift in actual voting, but still very early. Brian is saying PA probably won't be called for sure until tomorrow. We had several bomb threats at polls in my area, and they extended hours. Michigan is another state. Not even half the counties have reported, says one slick. Not yet. North Carolina, Vince says probably red. North. I'm trying to get through all. I'm behind, but
Savannah's going red.
Click on the state, and you can see the live reporting. Yeah, I've been doing that one slick. I'll do that with Axios so you guys could see it. AP just updated. Trump is now 198 electoral votes, as we can see right there. Dude, true, but you can see where and who has voted and compared to Biden's number 4 years ago, says Vincent. Trump is now leading PA by 13,000 votes, says one slick. 43%, and Trump is leading, says Airborne. Utah will do red, no brainer, says Vincent. PA would be a major win. Yep. There are numbers people all over this, says Vincent. Take this with a grain of salt, but apparently Georgia results aren't coming in until the 11th again. There's no fucking grain of salt to be taken with. I'm telling you. Me and Eric Breen, we've had discussions that they've never gone into arguments, but they got a little bit like and part of it stems from the fact that I am so freaking pessimistic. I do not see a way into the White House for Donald Trump. And I'm right now looking at 198 electoral votes to Trump and 99 to Harris. I don't see it happening. They will cheat the fuck out of this thing if they have to. And if they don't do that, I already told you my my opinion on what's going to happen as well as that. For those of you who don't know the name, look it up. But I think if Trump does manage to eke out a win over there, all of the corruption, out of all the things that are and will probably happen tonight, if he managed to still eke out a win, look up this name, Jack Ruby, because I actually believe that's what's going to happen. So there you go. If they rig this one, we'll probably never have a Republican candidate, or at least not for a good while. I think so. I think we will, but it will be kind of like it'll be what's his name? The guy who ran before Trump. What was his name? He debated Obama, but he's like he's a rhino. I think if
Romney?
Romney, thank you. I think after that it's going to be if Trump doesn't win this one, I have a feeling that it's going to be rhino Republicans. You know, so basically we're going to be voting for one party, but they're two different names. Let's see, back from working the polls, says Ethereal. How's it going? Ethereal. This is not cheating. This is just how close elections go. Well, I've seen this. I saw this last time, Vincent. I was watching it last time and I saw it close down, and then I saw the straight up thing, and that's not how things go. And the fact that anything gets shut down, no, sorry. This should be televised 24 hours. The votes, the everything, those buildings should be televised 24 hours a day. Put it on C-SPAN, put it on whatever, but there should never be a dark time when our votes are concerned. If they stop counting, there should be guards, there should be cameras. It should be well freaking lit. And I'm not talking about 7-Eleven security cameras where you can't see shit, which, by the way, 7-Eleven cameras tend to be better than a lot of... Yeah,
sad news, Colorado went to Kamalama Ding Dong.
What? No. Yeah, I know. It's ridiculous that it did, but what I'm scared of is some kind of consequences if Kamala wins for Republicans. Well, we already heard what she wants to do. You know, we already heard that they're going to try to do a gun grab. She already said that they're going to start up some sort of ministry of misinformation or whatever they call it. Now, we have to get the Senate. We have to get the House. So we could make her a lame duck if it's possible. But I don't know. A lot of the Dems have already said if Trump wins, they won't certify the election, which is exactly what they accused Trump of doing on J6. And all through that, if there's that much cheating, they would not be losing the Senate. I don't get your thinking. My thinking right now, Vincent, is I saw it happen last week, so I'm paranoid as fuck and maybe not thinking straight because I'm only seeing, like, I've got the blinders on right now. You know I'm not supposed to admit that. I'm supposed to come up with some crazy idea that makes me sound smarter than I actually am. But look, when people get emotional, like I very much am, sometimes they put those blinders on and they go. And I saw this. I did a show like this on the last election. I was over on Comic Division channel, and I watched it. Yeah. Without the Senate, the presidency is weak. Yep, I agree with that. And yes, it is. I've been watching 40 years. You're just wrong. So have I. And once again, yeah, I admit when I'm speaking out of emotion rather than logic, and that's what I'm doing right now. I'm just paranoid and scared as right now. For fuck's sake, Harris just jumped 109. Yep. Dems love to bring up J6 and they ignore Black Lives Matter riots in 2020s. Yeah, that is true. That is true. It happens quite a bit. Well, Kamala's going to have a huge jump when California comes in. So what did she get? What was it? Colorado? Okay, so she went up 10 from Colorado. Yeah. So I do not trust the votes that are that are on the East Coast and have not been finished. I don't trust them. It's like they're waiting, you know. It's because I saw it last time, and like I said, I'm being paranoid. Doesn't mean I'm being wrong. Yeah. Thank you, Vincent. Thank you. Goodness gracious. Stakes alive. Hey, Ashley, come on in and chat for a little bit. I want to talk to my daughter. Donald J. Trump desperately needs Pennsylvania. Yep. And man, all the stuff that happened today, that is absolutely.
He needs Pennsylvania. He needs Michigan. He needs Oregon, I think. I don't know. I read it earlier, and I'm just trying to remember it off my head.
He ain't getting Michigan.
Off my head.
Wait, is Kennedy on the ballot for Michigan?
I think so.
He pulled his name off.
Did he pull his name out of everything, though?
Yeah, that's what he said. Okay, so Kennedy's on the ballot for Kansas as well, and wow, and people are voting for him. I mean, granted, it wouldn't make a difference, like in like Colorado, Trump's behind by far more than the 16,000 that went to him. But wow, that's actually kind of surprising. Nevada has a none of these candidates selection. That's awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's Pennsylvania, Wisconsin, and Michigan.
Alrighty. I'm eating a really good burger and fries right now. It says great googly moogly. I had tacos tonight. It was pretty darn good. I had tacos made with the sauce was Nashville hot and blue cheese.
Yeah, so half of Pennsylvania votes are in. Trump is leading right now.
Alrighty. It's I've got 50%. Yep. And of those votes, it is very close in Pennsylvania. This is a nail biter, ladies and gentlemen. Alrighty, what do we got? A lot of Republicans are genuinely concerned going out of the country if she wins. I don't blame them. Kennedy is still on the ballot for a few states, says Ashley. Yes, they would not let him remove his name, says One Slick. It's ridiculous. My wife just said my county, which is usually blue, turned pink. Fingers crossed. And yes, Kennedy is on several ballots. Yeah, that's weird. He was on my ballot, says Vincent. It depends on when the final. Well, that makes sense. Yeah, because every state has their different rules. So if you probably have a timetable, and after a certain timetable, it's all laid in, put down in stone.
Yeah, they let them change Weekend and the guy from Weekend and Bernie's to Kamala Ding Dong,
Well, Pennsylvania changed their rules against their state constitution, from what I understand, in the last one. So, yeah, it all depends, I guess. It all depends. Hey, Jay.
Yo.
Can you take chat for a little bit? I need to hit the head. I will be right back.
Can you scroll? God damn it.
I don't have. Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, I was going to.
Okay, before you go, what do you need? What do you need?
Yeah, just scroll up so we can see the numbers.
Okay, so you want to see the.
Yeah.
Okay. Like
just
that?
Scroll. No.
Is that what you wanted?
No, it didn't change on the screen.
Does that mean I've got it open somewhere else? AP.
Axios.
AP. Axios.
Yeah.
Okay. Did it now?
Just scroll up.
Okay.
There you go.
There?
Yeah, good. Done.
Well,
alrighty. I'll be right back.
Hey, MK, what's going on, buddy? So I bought the front half of Jim Starlin's Dreadstar run this morning for $12, and after tax and shipping, $24. That whole run goes for something like $100, and I got half of it for less than $50. And nobody cares. Just kidding.
If it's not, what was that book again?
Dreadstar from Jim Starlin.
Do I have to pretend to care?
Well, thanks. Appreciate that. I'll take it.
If it's not the big ones, no one cares, really. If it's not your Batman, Spider-Man, Superman, stuff like that.
I don't care if they don't care. So how about that for not caring? I'm happy with what I got. See, Slick cares. Slick has the entire run. And yeah, man, that's what I've been hearing, that it is a fantastic read. So I'm looking forward to it.
Jim Starlin was the guy that killed Jason Todd, right?
Was he? I think he was, yeah. He's also the creator of Thanos.
And no, he's not the creator of Thanos. He's
not?
The guy that did. No, he did the Infinity Trilogy.
Oh, okay. Who created Thanos?
I forgot. I think it was. Well, of course, it was Roy Thomas. You were supposed to comment on that.
Oh, I didn't hear you. What? I'm sorry. What'd you say?
Of course, it was Roy Thomas, but I'm looking.
Oh yeah, see what? It definitely was. Oh yeah, it actually was though, right?
No, it's Jim Starlin.
It was Jim Starlin, but really Roy Thomas. So,
yeah.
So what are you talking about?
How Roy Thomas created Thanos?
Because of what? Are you doing the writer versus artist thing?
No, we're just talking about all the great characters Roy Thomas created. Superman, Batman, Thanos, Spider-Man.
Oh,
yeah.
That is true. Yes. His best creation is Herbie the Fat Fury. Yeah.
I know, boy. Right? Freaking East Coast and West Coast voters. I know. Oh, man.
Let's see. Pennsylvania's going to be so close. I know, right?
He was MK. He absolutely was inspired by Darkseid. Starlin has said that many times.
Woo! Let's see. Do you think Thanos was? Oh, yeah, like you said, yes. Oh, Eric and Boyd, it's a joke because Roy Thomas came out saying that he had a hand in creating Wolverine. So it's just now a joke to say that he created every character.
Boyd, Roy Thomas created you and me and Englandton and Cat. He created us all.
He is the creator of all we know. All you survey was created by Roy Thomas.
Indeed.
Only one county in Pennsylvania with no results, says Airborne.
I don't know how he did it, but Roy Thomas created Roy Thomas. But anyway.
Hey, Airborne, is that where you're? Is this where you're from, Pennsylvania?
All right. Iowa went to Trump.
All righty. No, we haven't seen the difference in Axios. We're at 112 to 198, according to Axios, and AP has it still 198 to. Now, you said Iowa went to Trump, and the only movement I saw was for Harris. Iowa is still saying only 39% of the votes have been counted.
Yeah.
Who called Iowa?
AP. NBC. 2 minutes ago.
Okay. According to AP, it's still not called. All righty. And we're sitting at... Yeah.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's why I said have multiple sources open.
Yep, I've got 3 right now. But the one that
what
was shared.
27 Ottawa say?
Say again.
What does 27 Ottawa say?
It says 226 Trump, 108 Harris, so it's way off. But what it says is Iowa is with Trump. Minnesota, Wisconsin, Michigan, Pennsylvania, and Georgia are still in play, as well as what looks like Maine. and the entire East Coast. Alrighty. We'll see. We will see what happens. Favorite movie that you don't think most people like? Oh, I know one. We had one this year, Joker 2. It's not a favorite. I will probably never put it in my top 100, maybe even 1,000. I've seen a shit ton of movies. But I enjoyed it quite a bit. Nobody else did. The only two people I know that like Joker 2 is me and my wife. That's it. But going back, a movie that I enjoyed that it seems like nobody else did. Let's see. What would that be? Let's see. He did have a hand in all. That is true. No, that is a really good book. What the heck? A movie that generally is not seen is good that I. Oh, there's some Christmas movies. As a matter of fact, we're starting to watch Christmas movies. Me and my wife already.
Real quick, according to NBC News, Kamala Harris just took Ukraine, so we lost them.
Took the Ukraine?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so we got them. Yeah. Remember.
That's not breaking news. I sent that in the group an hour ago.
Right. Remember, this is the year that you do not have to have citizenship in order to vote. So,
sure.
All of Ukraine voted for Kamala Harris. Okay, yeah. So NBC News is 207 Trump, 91 Kamala.
Oh.
And they haven't called Virginia yet or North Carolina.
All right, so Arizona, Michigan, Georgia, North Carolina, Wisconsin, Nevada, and Pennsylvania all have the polls closed now.
Uh-oh. Okay. Well.
All righty.
Yeah.
Street Fighter is a guilty pleasure of Joe's. By all means, everybody, let us know a movie that everybody else seems to hate that you like. There are some Christmas movies. I am like right now, Gail put on like Hallmark, and it's been playing since we got home from lunch. And those things are cheesy fun. But there's a really shitty Ben Affleck Christmas movie called, I forgot what it was, Surviving Christmas or something like that. The one with Tim Allen that sucks, where he Skipping Christmas was the book it was based on. And then there's another one. Oh, like Deck the Halls with Danny DeVito and Ferris Bueller. Those are horrible, horrible movies that I have not heard anybody likes, but I watch them every year.
Yeah, mine are more like target audience versus adult audience. So like there's Space Jam and Looney Tunes Back in Action, because I was at the target audience when those movies came out. So the stupidity was actually funny to me as a kid.
Looney Tunes Back in Action is legitimately good. I'm going to go there.
Yeah, but people say Space Jam is basically a commercial, which it is when you're a grown up, but when you're a kid, when you are that target audience, it was fun.
Yeah. 40.6% in New York. Holy cow. Yes, 40% at least hate Joker 2. I get it, Ashley. All right. We're the only ones. No, but that is wild that a Republican has grabbed 40% of New York. I have no illusions that New York will flip, but that is amazing. That's a win right there.
Yeah.
Now, if they only vote that way for the Senate and the House and the governorship, I mean, come on, let's change it so there's actual real change here.
You need to get rid of what's his face, the smug guy, and Ocasio-Cortez.
Yeah, I think she is the smug. No, she's got.
No, the smug guy is, I forgot what his name is. He's the mayor. Not the mayor. Mayor of New York. Huh?
Eric Adams.
Eric Adams, yeah. No, I think mostly.
There's another guy.
I think mostly everybody's waiting for AOC to start her OnlyFans.
Make AOC bartend again.
Yeah. that Tim Allen skipping Christmas movie is all right, says Joe. I think that the stuff leading up to the end is a little iffy. I like the ending. I like movies where it's like they just have that coming together scene. We used to have big family Christmases, and we don't anymore, and I miss that. So I kind of that's kind of a bit for me. You get me every time with that kind of thing. Are you talking? No. Just movies that you like that everybody else doesn't in general. I just brought up Christmas movies because me and my wife started watching them now early. I just watched Christmas Carol with Alistair Sims and It's a Wonderful Life, my favorite. Those are wonderful films. Those really are. I actually have argued against It's a Wonderful Life being a Christmas movie, but yeah, it is definitely one to watch at Christmas time. One movie that we watched last night, and I said, no, I watch it every Christmas. There's no reason for me to watch this movie every Christmas, but I do. For some reason, it just feels like a Christmas movie to me, and that's Uncle Buck.
Love it.
Love that movie. Oh, it's incredible. I am a huge John Candy fan. I just watched. Oh, okay. I read that. Tim Allen. There's Brian. They did say New York City had 40% roughly voted for Trump. That's a record. Harris took New York, but people are waking up here finally, says MK. People are mad about Peanut the Squirrel. In hell, yeah. Checking back in, MAGA winning so far, so good. But once she gets that California thing, it's going to close up really, really fast. My wife told me a few minutes ago our county turned pink, keeping fingers crossed, says Brian. Vincent says, just watched a call from my favorite data analyst who says only PA and Michigan and Wisconsin matter for Harris. Michigan won't be finished until tomorrow morning. Yeah, that's full of shit. But yeah, now that's the world we live in right now. Like we haven't finished everything on the day of for the last 50 years. Both of these are favorites of mine, says Dark Admiral. All right, let's see. Die Hard, one of the best Christmas movies.
I agree.
Takes place on Christmas. I watch it on Christmas, but not a Christmas movie. But then again, most Christmas movies aren't Christmas movies because they're about something else and cannot take place anywhere during any time of year. It's got to be something where Christmas is so vital to the plot. But yeah, but that's being nitpicky.
Vincent, I want to know what they're calculating because, like, what they're basing the analysis on.
Dark Admiral saying I love majority of the Resident Evil movies. That's
your daughter said that, and he's agreeing.
Oh, that's yeah. Well, that is true. That is true. Now, I gotta say I like the Resident Evil movies because.
Mila Jovovich has nip slips.
No. But A+. But the thing is when I was when Ashley was damn near a baby, she was definitely a toddler. She saw me playing Resident Evil, and she got a little shocked. So I had to explain it to her, explain why it's fake and everything. And she got into it. She would sit next to me holding a controller, acting like she was playing. And when she got older, Resident Evil it's a favorite game series. So when they started making movies, I took her out to see it. And every time a new Resident Evil movie comes out, I took my daughter to see it. Now, granted, in the later years, it seemed like more of a punishment than, hey, let's do this. It's a joyous thing. But because they got really bad at the end there.
Oh, well, let me just chime in here real quick.
All righty.
This is from 270 to win. Has Trump up 242 to 108.
Holy shiitake mushrooms.
Yeah.
From their mouths to in God's ears. Can we get that now? Who is 270 to win?
270 to win. Let's see.
Or as they're known in these parts is A7 Ottawin.
Yes. No, it was 27 Ottawin. It makes sense. 27 Ottawin. can see how somebody could get there. Oh, goodness. Can he make it? He's not getting Oregon. He's not getting California.
Yeah, and I'm going to probably get Washington.
Can Trump win this tonight so the rest of them don't matter? That's the big fucking question. Because if he can, Die Hard is a Christmas movie according to me. No. I watch it on Christmas. I think it's a great film to watch it because, it's got Christmas themes. But it's terrorists take over a building and he stops them. That's Christmas is a dressing. It's not a plot point.
You're right there.
Yeah. Let's see. I'm gonna be awake all night, says Airborne. Me too. They also said we don't have
Batman. They get
Batman.
Batman Arkham Origins is a Christmas game.
Yes, it is. But once again, it doesn't have to be because Christmas is a window dressing for it. Yeah. New York is super serious about election integrity, says Ethereal. There's no way they rigged this one. Oh, Airborne. New Mexico just went blue on the Axios map. You're way underestimating the Democrats, Airborne. Let's see. I love dressing, but I can't have it anymore, says Dark Admiral. Oh my goodness. I was always told that I'm borderline diabetic. Well, I've been falling asleep immediately after every meal. I think I crossed that border. I'll say MK 2021. Did you know, even though most enjoyed the original MK reboot, led Max for a long time, even more than the Batman streaming numbers? Yeah, I saw it. I actually saw that in theaters. I thought it was fine. It wasn't great. It wasn't horrible or anything. It was just fine. If DJT wins, God willing, get ready for the Cry Fest to get worse. We also need Congress as well, or nothing will get done. If Donald Trump wins, I think that you're going to get rioting in the streets for sure. Like I said this earlier, if Kamala wins, there might be violence from the conservatives. If Donald Trump wins, there will be violence from the leftists. Steel Tradition saying, long live the Republic. We're a democracy. Thank you very much. Every Democrat says so. Let's see. I had so much coffee and soft drinks to stay awake, says Ethereal. Hopefully that'll happen. I'm pricing.
I should have made hot chocolate earlier.
You made hot chocolate. Ooh, I've got Thai tea.
No, I didn't make it. I should have.
Well, go ahead.
Sometimes I usually watch. Yeah, nah, I can't go downstairs. It's gonna make some noise when my cousin's sleeping.
I'm actually thinking about making some Thai tea. That would be very good. Some hot.
Yeah. So sometimes I just make some hot chocolate with some coffee in it.
Oh shit!
And watch a stream.
Oh my goodness!
Watch the Gotham Paladin stream.
Gotham Paladin?
Yeah.
What is that?
Gaming stream. He does Arkham games.
Oh.
He's been doing live streams, but I think he canceled today.
I'm playing Arkham Knight right now for the 9th or 10th time. I usually play a game that's new, like I just did Halo the Reach. I've never played that before.
Yeah, I played Arkham Knight on Halloween.
Yeah.
And then watched Batman.
Yeah, I started up Arkham Knight, and I'm going to be doing Sniper Elite 4, because every time I play Sniper Elite, I don't understand. You got a game called Sniper Elite, right? Then why not score people for being great snipers? They only give high scores to people who sneak around and kill silently. Screw that. I want to find a high point and pick people off from 1,000 yards away, or 1,000 feet, however they're measuring meters. but I figured why not? I'm going to start up, and I'm Sniper Elite, and this time I am going through it, trying to get all silent kills and everything. Yeah, but yeah, I've been playing those, and I think after that I'm going to probably finish the Lost Planet. Like I've never finished the series. All right, what's up? Just found out what propositions for illegals got passed and for late-term abortion laws here. I voted against both, unfortunate. Yeah, that's rough. New York polling is 5-9, says Ethereal Dragon, so they're done. Speaking of Gotham, who thought the TV show was great? Me. I really like it. I know a lot of people when it was out didn't like it because Batman was so young while all the villains were coming in while he was young. I look on all TV shows as if they are Elseworlds versions of what we know.
It was a very well done show.
Mm-hmm. I think so too.
It's very, very worth watching.
Have y'all been watching The Penguin?
No,
I'm waiting for all the episodes to come out.
I can see that show has been freaking awesome. That is on point. Apparently, this the coming up episode is the last one. Gotham started off great, but the last few were bad, says Ethereal. I know a lot of people have that opinion. I can't argue against that.
I think the last episode and the what do you call it? The first episode and the last episode were kind of bad, but everything else between was good.
Yeah, it was done all right.
Yeah, the thing with the last episode was it's 10 years into the future or something like that, and the only thing about anyone that has changed is Jim had a mustache.
Yeah. Okay, so according to the Associated Press, Donald Trump is in Pennsylvania, 2,065,414 votes versus 1,950,000. So it's 51-48 in Pennsylvania, according to that. According to NBC, it's 50% Trump and 48% Harris. Let's see. Michigan is Harris 788, Donald Trump 673. In Wisconsin, Trump is up 853 to 848. Woo, that is close. 49-49 with 0.3. Minnesota, 113 to 69,000. Okay. That's 60% Trump, 36. This is according to NBC. Let's see what the Associated Press is saying. Michigan is 49-48. Yeah, it's really close. Donald Trump's favor. Wisconsin is 50-48. Donald Trump. Minnesota is 60-36. They should just call that one. Shit, how many votes? Only 5% of the votes are counted? Come on. Serious? Your Central Time. Georgia should be done. I can't imagine why.
Yeah, so should North Carolina. Both of them should be done.
I'm telling you, the East Coast should be finished. There's shenanigans going to go on.
According to AP, Donnie needs just 70 more.
Yeah, I'm seeing 60. Yeah, he's at 210.
60, yeah, he's at 210.
Nice. Basically, it's just saying he surpassed like 200.
Let me check with Axios here.
That's what I just read it off of.
Yeah, Axios even has him at 210 right now. He needs 60 more. And remember, she's got that big California bump coming.
What if
Analytics Logic base is 169, 91 called plus 91 plus 12 plus 8 plus 54 reliably blue Western states. Okay. So Harris is 169. Okay, so you're counting you're counting California. You're counting. Woo! Yeah. Proud Utah Trump voter here. Woo, says Austin. Well, at least you doxed yourself and it wasn't me by accident. I only watched about half of Gotham series. Me and my wife used to watch it together before we were together as a couple, and she tripped over the dog and broke her leg one night, and we didn't. So like, okay, so it was like, okay, never got back. That does happen sometimes. I was watching the Pacific. What is it? Yeah, the Pacific. I love Band of Brothers. Never watched the Pacific before. Watched it halfway through and then just stopped. Didn't hate it. It wasn't bad. It wasn't as good as Band of Brothers. Nothing freaking is. But it was just never went back. I'm done.
That happened to me with Doom Patrol after season 1.
Yeah, me too.
Now, do you like Doom Patrol and it's just you didn't go back to it, or was it a not like it kind of thing? Because
I like season 1, but season 2, like college was getting I was doing the undergrad stuff. That was getting a lot of pressure.
Yeah, you just never went back, huh?
Yeah, didn't watch it, and like, yeah, that happened to me with that. That happened to me with Punisher.
Okay, yeah, I've never gone back to see season 4 of Doom Patrol. I love the show. It's just I never made that trek, and I actually forgot the season 4 was out. And I love that show. 60% PA, says Airborne. Woo. Yeah, he's definitely
60%, really? Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
That's how many votes are counted, and it's still in Donald Trump's favor.
Yeah, 60.2. Yes.
It should. I'm sorry, but it should already be. But that's true. They did give because there were shenanigans. They did give extra time to vote. So the phrase of the night: nauseously optimistic, says Austin. I can talk. Yes, that's with me with most streaming shows. Says Joe. Yeah, you go. There's so many that it's easy to get lost in them. Where it's like you start watching one and then you start another and you just forget about the other one. Yeah.
Not for me. It was when I was in the dorms. Basically, we had limited internet.
Yeah.
For undergrad, and so I couldn't keep up with all my shows. I had to pick and choose like which ones I could stream. So I was watching Flash, and so
that's another one.
Yeah. No, I actually made the conscious decision to stop watching it because it was so bad.
Oh, it was. I've made it. I think I've got like 2 episodes left, and I just can't muster up the enthusiasm to finish it.
Season 1 and 2 were excellent. 3 was really good. 4 was okay, but then after that, it just nosedived.
I don't remember what season was what, but when they thought said that we're going to do Flashpoint and it lasted 5 seconds of the next season, I was like, okay, no, I think it just
that season was kind of good. That was season 3.
Who was the villain on that one?
Savitar.
Okay.
Yeah,
because that's how I remember.
Yeah, this is the one where they changed Savitar into New 52 Evil Future Flash.
Okay.
And so this isn't Savitar from the comics. This is just an alternate future Barry.
Well, they do have to make their changes.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Hit return too fast, redoing now. Okay. Vincent's following some real numbers. So there we go. I've calmed down a little bit. I'm waiting for the shenanigans. I still don't trust this shit. Let's see. Plus 44 votes in Pennsylvania, Michigan, Wisconsin gets 44. Let's see, what else do we have? Pennsylvania was kept from their attempt polling a few hours ago via threats of lawsuits. The phrase, okay, and let's see, what else do we have here? 210 for Dawn. Yep. I'm nervous about the giant bump from the West Coast, says Airborne. I know, right? Because she's definitely getting California, so that'll be 50. 54, and she's going to get Oregon, so we're looking at 62.
And Washington.
You think Washington's going to go?
He usually does, right? I mean,
So
I
that's
just assumed-
74.
yeah,
That still only
74.
puts her. That still only puts her at what? 86, 186 to 210.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm telling you, the reason these are called, it happened last time. Pennsylvania, North Carolina, Georgia, same states, same fucking states. And we saw shenanigans start earlier. I'm telling you, man, I do not trust this at all. So just look at that. It amazes me. Look at the country. Look at that red fucking map we're looking at right now. And the amount that's left for Harris and Donald Trump might lose. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 states. And of course they're gonna steal North Carolina and Georgia. Promise. There's
I don't know.
Yeah, it's amazing. That's the reason they call them coastal elites. Imagine if Minnesota goes to Trump. Tampon Tim will have that'd be funny. That would be freaking funny. But we'll see. We'll see. But there are no people there in all that red. There are no people there in all that red, says Vincent. I don't get I don't know if you're joking, and I don't get the joke if you are. I just don't understand. Sorry, man.
Basically, they're less populated compared to the others.
Yeah. Okay, I got it now. Sorry. Cali immigrants are making some of these states turn blue that are normally red, says Airborne. Yeah, let's go over there and let's turn. Actually, I remember there was a push, move to red states and turn them blue.
But there still is. Like we were talking about Gotham earlier. Jim Gordon from Gotham. He's been trying to turn Texas blue.
God.
Like
dude, you gave up your Texanship when you became a Hollywood tool, so screw him.
Which one?
The guy who played Jim Gordon, and I forgot his name. He's on the OC back in the day. He's married to Barack and Karen, whatever.
Yeah,
Lucky.
He's known as the lucky sumbitch. Yes.
He was also Batman in Year One.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I remember that. Oh, goodness gracious, guys, what's going on? Anybody else like pins and needling it here? Anybody really worried, really wondering? 60 fucking votes, 60 electoral votes. And according to what we might not even hear about it until it's ridiculous that it's not done today. It really is. But he needs 60. She needs 157. Is it possible?
I don't know.
I mean, what are we looking at here? Now, if they steal Pennsylvania, North Carolina, and Georgia, which we're thinking they're going to, at least I am, right now we've got 54, 62, 74, 78. That's 84, 87, and 91. If she wins everything that's open right now, she does not have enough. So I don't know if they do right by the votes here, and they don't freaking close shop and come in with 8 million votes for Kamala in North Carolina and Georgia, which I fully expect them to do. I don't know if they don't. Can she actually win? That's what happened to Washington. All the Californians moving here in the 80s and 90s, says Joe. I'm pretty sure it's what happened to Colorado also. Yeah, it is something, man. To vote Democrat after violent gangs took over a part of it. You know, they are occupied territory right now. Where the mayor is going, no, don't believe your lying eyes and the guns in your face. It's not happening. It is ridiculous.
Check this out. Jill Biden wore a red jumpsuit to the voting booth today.
Gee, I wonder who she's voting for.
Yeah.
Now, look, I got to admit, I'm a little disappointed that Joe didn't say, because according to what we know, according to what has been told and has been said, is that they threatened him with, what is it, the 14th or is it 25th? I'm sorry, my mind's all over the place, but they were going to say he's unfit and they were going to get him out.
Yeah.
I'm a little disappointed because Biden, I've never liked him, but I think younger Biden would have fought. Younger Biden would not have walked away. That's not correct reading. Okay, hold on. You have to look at the percentage of the votes counted. Your current map isn't called states, says Vincent. Okay, so, all righty. But with the electoral college votes that aren't called, the ones that, let's say, like if it ended at midnight, okay, and she got all the states that are red go to Trump, all the states that are uncalled right now, wouldn't that be still? At a minimum, you have to give Hawaii the same amount of time to count as Maine. Well, yeah, and I counted Maine towards her when I was counting up the electoral college votes. I counted everything that's left out in the open. If she got everything, that she would not have enough votes, electoral college votes, to win at this point. So that's what I was talking about. All of the open states right now, if you add them up, they're less than what Trump has. I could be wrong. Oh, okay, hold on. I'm wrong. The 25th. Okay, there you go. I knew it was one of those two. I don't know. I just got confused there. It happened fast too. They turned on Biden. Well, yeah, because in the daytime they were saying Biden's our guy, and then like at the same night they were talking about him. Michigan, Wisconsin, PA aren't called. What you talking about? Well, that's what I was saying. I was saying if the ones that are red right now, and they took all the other ones. But I do believe that I do believe shenanigans are going to happen. I really do. I saw it last time, and I think it's going to happen here. Every other state on the East Coast is just, well, you don't actually have Maine, you don't have VA. So yeah, once again, I'm just talking on my ass. But the fact that we saw the shenanigans with Pennsylvania, North Carolina, and Georgia last time just has me, it just has me paranoid. And that's why I'm not doing covers tonight, because I know I would be like this. It's good to get it off your chest, to talk to people who may know more or follow it closer, like Vincent and such. Yeah. Do you think the Democrats would be doing better with Biden? Yeah, I do, and I'll tell you why. Because they would keep them under wraps. Kamala wasn't even popular during the primaries, so this honestly doesn't surprise me that the map is looking like this. Yeah. Well, yeah, remember, until now, nobody voted for her. So there you go. And I'm pretty sure that a lot of people have decided they're voting against Trump rather than for Kamala. That happens quite a bit. Where if you think you've got two bad candidates, instead of voting for who you like, you vote against the person you think will do a worse job. Happened before. And it shall happen again, I am sure. So if I vote by mail and my state starts count on receipt and your state doesn't start counting until tonight, your vote doesn't count. Your logic leaves out the state by state rules. I just believe they should be in time to be counted today. That is, yeah, but I get your saying the votes should be in time, that the votes are all counted up by midnight tonight. All of the votes are tallied. If you don't get your votes in on time, that's on you. But the state should have everything counted by midnight on November 5th, or, you know, officially November 6th. That's just the way I believe. Even if she wins, she is an illegitimate president because she was installed, not elected, just like a dictator, says Brian. She was installed, but if she wins by, whether or not she won the primary or she was put in, if people elect her to be in, then she is a legitimate president. So that is she might not be a legitimate. She might not be a legitimate candidate, but if people vote for her to go in, she's a legitimate. Your belief is not Pennsylvania law. That is the argument you're missing. Oh, no. I'm not saying that I lord over anything, but the truth is I do. That's my belief, that there should be that particular law. It should be across. I mean, look, I get it. We are individual states. I understand that. I respect that. But when you're doing the national election, there should be guidelines to follow across the country. And I do believe it should be a paper ballot. I do believe it should be done and counted by 3 people, one on one side, one on the other, and impartial if you can find them, if possible. I do believe that you make sure that everything is counted by the end of the November 5th. Make it a holiday. I'm okay with that. But because it is a national vote, I think there should be national laws that go right across. But that's just, once again, that's just my belief, my opinion. Something I've been thinking about is I'd love to read the Mexican version of Spider-Man where they didn't kill Gwen Stacy. It would be great if it was collected and released. That would be kind of cool. I would like to see that. That's a great idea here. It should have been included in the recent Omnian trades. What did my daughter say? I didn't see. I mean, Kamala wasn't even popular during the primary, so this honestly doesn't surprise me about the map. You would be incorrect. I would not have voted for Biden again. I enthusiastically voted for Harris. I am not alone. You can't ask a Republican who legit nominee is. When did I miss something my daughter said?
No, you read it out a while ago. It's like,
yeah, wasn't it this one right here?
Yeah.
But she wasn't. Okay, I don't know if you're talking about this election or like the primaries like in 2020, but she wasn't even voted on in the primaries. Nobody voted for her. Vincent, you didn't vote for her in the primary. She was put there. Voting for Biden isn't a primary vote for her, and she was placed as a candidate. Now you voted for her, and you might have probably voted for her, and you know that's your right to do so. But and that's why Brian was talking about she's not a legit candidate because she wasn't voted on. That's what he was talking about. Once again, I see your point. My point is that, yeah, of course, I know it isn't the law. But once again, I'm just talking about opinion and the way I feel, which is, something I do a lot. But, now we're talking politics.
Actually, let me just clear this up. Vincent, this isn't a political commentary channel. This is the equivalent of some friends hanging out and chatting.
Exactly. Yeah, that's
none
the
of
way.
these is law. Like if we were in the same location, we'd be in the living room drinking and eating some chips or something like that. But because we're in different parts parts of the world, parts of the city, we're just sitting here and talking.
Yeah, I thought so. Ashley was talking about in the 2020 primaries where she didn't get a vote and such. Nobody liked her back then. I don't think a lot of people like her now. I think a lot of people are voting against Trump more than for her. Yeah. When she was in the primary, she wasn't as popular. I mean, for a little bit, I'm talking about the 2019. I'm not trying to argue, but she wasn't really popular. No, she wasn't. She was the first knocked out, as a matter of fact. Unfortunately, they forgot to put him on the ballot, says Jackson. Who? Oh, yes, today should have been a holiday. Votes would have come in earlier and not so many in just the last 2 hours. Exactly. Let's see. Right.
She got
no, I hear you. I just want lower. I want lower ease BP. Lower ease BP. My British Petroleum?
Blood pressure.
Oh, no, actually, my blood pressure is fine. That's surprisingly enough, my blood pressure doesn't get, but I appreciate it, dude. Seriously. Yeah, I've never had, knock on fake wood, but I've never had blood pressure issues. Yeah.
You did have that fake, not fake, that supposed heart attack where you
yeah, but that's where I found out everything, the heart and everything. But back then I was exercising.
All right. So polls closed in California, Idaho, Oregon, and Washington.
And there's that bump, 179 to 214 right now. Yeah. We expected that. We expected it. So
Kamala won California and Washington, while Trump won Idaho.
All righty. Now we need Trump to get those states. I'm telling you,
Pennsylvania and Georgia will do it. That will do it. And Michigan or Michigan.
It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. Pennsylvania is not, or Georgia or North Carolina. We've seen it in 2020. Congratulations to Kamala Harris. She is the new president of the United States.
Oh, stop.
I Love Comics is calling it right now. You're going to see a shutdown, and you're going to see that spike right up. Boom. That's there you go.
Well, Alex Jones says that Trump's a shoe-in now, and if there's any BS going on, that dude would be on top of it. So that should set you. I'm not telling you that. This will set you at ease just a bit.
Let's see. 6 million votes for Donald Trump. 4 million votes for Kamala in Florida. Okay. Now, those 10 million votes were counted. And right now we have only 70% of the votes counted for Donald and Kamala in Pennsylvania.
All right.
In North Carolina, there's less than 5 million votes. Well, maybe about 5 million votes. And they're only at 80%. Georgia, they are at the same thing. They're 90% of the votes. That's only 5 million. And they can't be counted in the same time Florida counts. No, I know I'm cynical. I've had this argument with Eric, but no. Let's see. I misunderstood what you're saying, but Biden was extremely unpopular among Democrats in 2024. I would not have voted for him today if he was on the ballot, says Vincent. Okay. Now here's the question: would you have voted for Trump, or would you have voted for what's that woman, Jill Stein? Because a lot of people, I know you don't, because obviously you follow politics and such. But I know a lot of people really do believe we've only got two. I mean, they're the two main ones, but there are more people on the ballot. Let's see. Yeah, no hate at all towards it. My daughter says before and after every sentence. But yeah, she really talks like that. No hate at all towards you or others who are voting right now at this moment, but I'm for all people voting for who they believe in. Good job, Scamala. You won another one, says Airborne. I was ecstatic that Harris replaced him. Why? Why is the question? Because what did Harris do that made you excited for her? Or was it just that there was somebody different? Trump leads in PA by 144,000 votes with 69% reporting, says one slick. Until the fat lady sings and Elvis leaves the building, it ain't over. Fingers crossed, says Brian. And let's see, Ashley saying, believe me, like I've seen how, wow, man, I've seen how much this shit divides people. It's pretty bad lately when it comes to the division. A lot of things, like even arguments, should be kind of like what's good. Me and Vincent, we've butt heads a couple of times tonight. I have no malice towards him. That's the way it should be. That's the way it used to be. You believed the best for the country was on the left. I believed it was on the right, and it's okay. But now, wow, people take it so fucking personally. Let's see. Do you think this would be different right now if it was Biden versus Trump right now instead of Kamala? Yeah, I think. In all honesty, I think Trump would have beat him like a narc at a biker rally. Seriously. I think Kamala coming in, I think they did a disservice by throwing her everywhere, because it showed that the more she talked, the less people liked her. So if they had just done a couple of shows and then pulled back and only made sure that absolutely she only did scripted stuff, I think she would be higher right now. But no, I think definitely after the last debate, that ended Biden. That ended him so hard that I don't think anybody could trust him. So yeah. Elvis's alien buddies are controlling this election. I would have voted for the Libertarian Party, as I have before. Was disappointed in both major party candidates. Yeah. I actually voted Democrat. I voted for Bill Clinton versus Bob Dole, because it seemed like Bob Dole was running on the platform of, I've been in politics long enough, it's my turn. Dude, the devil you know versus the devil you don't. It's that kind of thing.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think Bob Dole was a good man. Honestly, I think he probably was a decent president when he was younger. He was a little too up there.
By the time he got to be a candidate, that was his platform. It was just, it's my turn. Well, you got to give a little more, especially back then. Now, Kamala basically ran on, I'm not Trump. That a lot of, and I'm not going to say 100%, but a lot of people are actually voting for not Trump more than they are Kamala Harris. You don't know why I'm enthusiastic about Harris. No. Beyond the fact that she's not Trump. Let's see. Actually, Trump is still going up in Pennsylvania, says, okay. Oh, by the way, let me tell you something. And this is very important, because I told you me and Eric butt heads a little bit about my cynicism towards the election. I absolutely 100%, 150%, let's say, I hope I'm wrong. I do. I mean, I know that a lot of what I'm talking about is out of emotion because of what we saw. I don't trust that I'm ever going to see a straight up election in my lifetime from ever again. 2,593 to 2,415. Trump Harris 51% to 47%. He's up four points. And they've counted 72% of the vote. What was the last time I did? 87.7 is counted in North Carolina.
Yeah, look at
that Georgia. That one is actually very close, 50 to 48. Georgia is so freaking close right now, 51 to 48.
Yeah, no. The discrepancy is that some people were saying it was at 90%, and now it's back to 88%.
Really?
Yeah.
I hope I'm wrong. I truly hope I'm wrong.
Who's leading what's Nevada doing? Why is
Nevada right now? Nevada has 0% of expected votes reported, according to Axios. Let me check AP. Nevada is still at 0. Arizona 49-49. Let's see. We knew the coast, the left coast was going to go left. Nebraska was called for Trump. Actually, looking at the blue states, even 50%, 48% in Virginia. In New Hampshire, we have 51-47. There's a lot of open right now. And it's really close. This one is not very close, 51-46. And then we've got 50-47 in Wisconsin, and then Minnesota is 60-37, and it's not called. Oh, only 14% of the votes counted? Come on. Well, Minnesota's a big state, but like Vincent pointed out, not a lot of people. Serious? Wow. I don't know. Oh, okay. No, you don't want to know why I'm enthused. I read that wrong there, Vincent. Actually, yeah, I would love to hear. If the Democrats don't cheat, he'll probably win Pennsylvania. My turn was traditional Republic thinking back then, says Joe. Nevada is asleep, so apparently. I don't know, man. Even with the coast hit, she's still trailing a good bit. What's the count right now? It's 214-179. This hasn't moved. We've got 214-153 according to NBC. So according to NBC, she picked up something. All righty. I don't know, man. So I don't know. It's rough out there, kids. This is what this is what makes horse racing. Holy Toledo. Picked the wrong week to stop drinking.
Yeah, I really want a cigarette.
That was one of them too. I was quoting Airplane. I picked the wrong week to stop smoking. I picked the wrong week to stop drinking. I picked the wrong week to stop sniffing glue.
I think it was wrong day.
What?
I think it was wrong day.
Wrong day.
Yeah, let me just check.
Huh?
What was wrong day? Projected winner. I see where you got that now. When the sun came up on November 6th, this is what we saw. Yeah, okay. I see that. This is something that Ash put in our sports ball and comics. When they stopped the vote count in the states, this is what it looked like. And we see Pennsylvania 41-57, Michigan 44-54, North Carolina 48-50, Georgia 45-53, Joe Biden in Michigan 44-54, Wisconsin 46-51. Now that is a lot of the same states that are open right now. That I said it looks like there's gonna be some kind of shenanigans. And that's what happened last year, or last election. They were the same freaking states, and we know what happened then, you know?
Yeah. He won Oregon.
Yeah, we kind of figured that would happen. And then, of course, we got this particular symbol on the day after.
Yeah, so. And then there's the other announcement that was a little bit above that.
Oh, was that was the one that you were quoting with the Ukraine?
Yep.
Yeah, projected winner. Just looked at current election map. I think Kamala screwed herself picking walls. Minnesota is actually leaning red, probably because everyone in the state knows exactly what he'll be like now on a national level.
They are.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
Well, they're not calling it. It's still, and this is the one that's. This is the one that says now they counted 14%. So
I've got 13.6. I'm on Axios.
Joe is saying Alaska will go red. I'm interested to see what happens in Hawaii after the Maui wildfire. They'll still vote Democrat, I think. Analyst-based case is 221 Harris, 267 Trump without Pennsylvania, Michigan, Wisconsin. So Trump wins one. He wins. Harris has to win all three. And she will. They'll close up and they'll find the votes when people aren't looking, when people do go to sleep. So,
man, Eeyore, come on now.
Nah, I saw it. Man, I was on Comics Division's live stream. I think they're doing a live stream tonight, and I was excited, man. I was, holy shit. Do you see these numbers? Do you see what he's doing in New York? Every state that usually went to Democrats, he did better in.
Yeah.
And then they decided, nope. Georgia, which usually went Republican, that all of a sudden they found all the votes they needed. No. I don't know. It was in it. I've got to tell you, it was like I guess I feel a little bit abused because now I'm just waiting for the abuse.
Yeah, you have Stockholm syndrome.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah,
a lot of us do.
Yeah, and the fact that we were doing so much better under under Trump. The fact that I know you guys were doing so much better.
Yep.
And I know that because the auction sales were higher. I mean, I know it sounds funny to say, but the truth is yes, my job relies on the fact that you guys have money.
Axios just boosted them to 230.
So yeah, it's kind of so did the AP. Who did we get confirmed? We got Idaho, we've got Montana, we got
North Carolina.
Yes.
North Carolina. All right. Well, there you go. They called North Carolina. Let's see if they pull it back out like they did with Arizona last time. Well, actually, they called it for Harris. Oh, here you go. It's this is my main one, Englandteen@gmail.com. All righty. But in all honesty, if you guys, that's my main email right there where I get all my business stuff. But if you really want to contact me, go MediaMadmen1@gmail.com because this is the email address that this YouTube channel is on. And so I'm always here. So you're more apt to get me on MediaMadmen1@gmail.com than you are on Englandteen. It's like I haven't checked my emails, and then I'll go to Englandteen. So yeah, definitely Media Madman 1 is the best way to get a hold of me. So, but on Twitter, I'm at Englandteen. So, it's confusing. I suck at social media. I did not learn how to play this game very well. Excuse me. What?
A smart man would have put all these in the description video.
What? Wait, are you accusing me of being smart? Dumbass, come on.
No.
For a while. I mean, yeah, you're smarter than that. Actually, I am quite intelligent. Thank you.
Well, this is some good news. 14 minutes ago, Fox News announced that the Harris.
Okay, I was about to say I'm quite intelligent, but I wrote my email wrong, and one slick corrected it. Media Madman 1. Oy vey, I cannot tonight. Just like Trump.
The Harris campaign is no longer giving out comments.
Uh-oh. They're not feeling good.
Nope.
Right now, it's 179 to 230. With all that's left to go, can she win? We've got 19 electorals in Pennsylvania. We've got 16, so that's 35. Arizona is, yeah, she can win. She can win.
If he gets Pennsylvania, then I think he'll have a good cushion.
Yeah.
Go back to the map. Keep sharing the map.
Oh, okay. Will do. I'm sharing my jawline right now. My awesome, round, fat ass jawline. Okay, we wanted the Axios.
Yeah.
All right. Look at all that red right now. But Pennsylvania has yet to be called. So is Michigan. I'm calling shenanigans. It's been long enough.
Look at
90%. 90% of Georgia is counted, and there is a 3% spread. That's 3% is the margin of error. So.
Yeah, and look at Georgia and Pennsylvania, I think, are the ones to keep an eye on.
Yeah, Pennsylvania is 76.2 right now. That would be 250. Nevada has yet to start counting.
I think if he gets enough, Nevada won't matter. Like what needs to happen is Pennsylvania and Georgia folding, I think, going to Trump. Where's Georgia on the map again?
It is right below South Carolina and right above Florida.
There we go. The GA?
Yep.
All right. Yeah, I think if he can wrap up those...
In spite of the accent, he's not from here. What the hell?
Be right back.
Holy shit, somebody sent something to me. Oh, hold on.
Is it Vincent who is supposed to send you an email?
Well, yeah, but somebody sent something in the name of my mother. Which email did you send to there, Vince? Okay, because I did not see it in Englantine. Okay, that is my mom. All right.
Media One.
Media One. Okay, cool. Well, let me see if it got sent to the spam. Yeah, it did not show up. Did you do the address I sent you, or did you do the one that one slick dude wrote? Because he's actually right. I got it wrong. Sorry. It's mediamadmin1@gmail.com. And I can be a dumbass sometimes.
Sometimes?
I was waiting for it. You took too damn long, man. The hell, you should have been more.
My mic wasn't close.
I was really expecting that a lot sooner, sir. Yeah.
Yeah, but if I hold my mic in the close during the quiet times, you hear me breathing.
That's true, and that would be weird. That would be just like my teachers. Okay, so here we go. MED Media Madmin 1 at gmail.com.
Actually, can someone else send it instead of E? Just so we know it's right.
Really? Yeah, okay. I used to get respect. I don't know what happened. I don't know what. Yeah, I do. There we go. Pink Georgia, says Vincent. Nevada, wait, was that today? Yeah. I mean, Nevada has not counted a single fucking vote.
How many has Alaska counted?
None. It's like, get off your. Well, I can understand Alaska and Hawaii. They're a little bit more over. But Nevada, California counted their votes. They're the biggest freaking state outside of Texas. So what the hell? That there's no reason they should be taken as long as they are. I kind of explained it sort of like a game to my boyfriend, but each state is a different set of points based on electors, which are based on population of state. If someone gets to 270, they win. Exactly. Like, think of it as a game who can get the most points. Your ass is allowed to be dumb, but the rest of you is supposed to be smart. I thank you, Brian, for the respect there. And the fact that I feel like while you're
Brian,
saying that, you're patting me on the head.
Here.
What?
Nah, he's just new here.
Right. Like, well, I was saying, he's saying I respect you, but I feel like he's saying it while patting me on the head. I respect you. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Well, yeah, I know the state's rules are different. I believe they should, for national elections, there should be a blanket rule and that's just because it's national elections aren't just about the state.
Federal elections.
Federal, if you want to call it that, yes. I mean, that is the word. Okay, sure. I'm going home. You guys just turn off the lights when you're done. Okay?
You are home.
No, I'm not.
You are home. You need to go into a home.
I am not at home. I'm in Indiana.
Yeah, your new home is Indiana.
Doesn't have to be. I'm sorry, but God bless those who live here and love it. But I do miss my actual home. There are some things I like about being up here, but yeah, Trump is holding steady in PA, says airborne. NBC has we recalled everything. Hillary won. I'm just kidding. Trump at 51 and Harris at 47.8 still. But they still have them at 214 instead of 230. So I'm going to turn NBC off. They seem to be the worst. All righty, here we go. Oh, you're watching the other one as well. This is what my favorite analyst sees in the numbers at 10 p.m. We'll check with them again at midnight to see if it changes. Okay, this is the one that, yeah, I have this up, as a matter of fact. Isn't that the 270? Because that looks like that 270 thing. Okay, hold on. Let's see if... or did I turn that off? This looks like what you sent me. It's got 246 to 177 Trump's favor. Ooh, 24 electoral votes. Yeah, it is so freaking close. It is so close right now to being over. Now imagine that. Yeah, I know the laws are different and everything, but imagine you're Nevada and whoever's in charge of whatever did not count the votes for some reason. If Trump wins, you literally don't count. Nobody needed to vote in Nevada. Nothing was counted. There's not, yeah. Yeah, I saw that. I saw the picture there. Keep in mind, they don't count evenly either. Each county may have different procedures. So as long as they conform to state rules. Yep. Currently watching the HBO John Adams show while looking at the map occasionally. That's a pretty good show. That is. What you cooking? Want to say hi to your sister? She's watching. Apparently, she doesn't want to say hi to you, Ashley.
Oh,
We got a cat. Actually, yes. That cat has decided to be very comfortable. Gail let her in, and she decided the place she wanted to be was on my lap. And I am not very comfortable with that because I'm allergic.
Ooh.
Yep. Oh, what? Hey, Ash, what did you send me here? Is this one of those lamb burgers? Okay, my daughter sent me. I'm going to show this off. This is apparently, yeah, I'm going to be like a regular TikToker. Show what? Oh, no, that's not what I wanted. Present. And apparently my daughter is, she says they have lamb burgers over there. That does not look bad at all. That does look bad. That's poutine, I guess. Ew. That just looks horrible. Yeah.
It's a worse version of loaded fries.
Oh, yeah, it's horrible. I'm not a big fan of poutine anyway, but, you know.
I've had it a few times. The chicken one is terrible. The beef one is all right.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Let's see. Okay, ignore the dirty room. We're just messy people. But this is yeah, I'm sharing cat pictures now. But this is the picture my daughter took of me because now I'm raising everything. I've got everything away from her because if I touch her, she I will get itchy and sneezy and dopey all at the same time.
And did you just?
Yeah, that happened earlier tonight. Yeah, I just doxed my wife.
Lovely.
She doesn't like to be on camera, and I just showed her off. I don't see why. I mean, she's gorgeous to me. I don't give a fuck.
I don't like being on camera either, Elizabeth.
Yeah.
You're not the only one.
Or that was my wife was on camera with me. Yeah, she does. She never has. She has been like if you go to the Disney Channel we did a lot of food reviews. She was on camera, but she doesn't like to be there. I think she's uncomfortable. Like she and I, we grew old and we grew fat together, and I don't give a fuck. You know, to me, you can't be sexier than 30 years of marriage and 2 kids. You just can't. So I am okay, but I think she's a little bit feels funny about being on camera. The 3 major commercial networks declared Reagan the winner of this year's presidential election last night while voters were still casting their ballots in nearly half the states around the country. Quoting New York Times. Wow. Let's see. I wonder how the pizza is. How is New Zealand pizza, Ashley?
Ouch. New Mexico went to Kamala.
Yeah, we kind of figured that was going to happen. That was, yeah, we knew that was going to happen. The sisters. Now, Ashley's good on camera. And I remember on Elizabeth's birthday when we took her out to California Grill about 4 or 5 years ago, Ashley took the mic. Everybody loved it. Ashley could have done a show about anime and manga, and I think it would have been very successful. Should still think about it, hon. The thing is she cusses a lot. She cusses a whole lot. Let's see. Well, so keep in mind in a landslide, your vote doesn't matter at all. Are you old enough to remember 1984? I am. That was a beatdown. For those of you who don't matter, for those of you who don't know, it was Reagan versus Mondale, and Mondale won 3 electoral votes. Now let's put this in perspective. I wasn't running for president, and Walter Mondale only got 3 more electoral votes than I did. Think about that. Yeah. So
Yeah,
That's
but
pretty bad.
then again, Leonardo DiCaprio only has one more Oscar than all of us.
That is true. Yeah. Yep. Let's see. This is Harris almost in the 200, says Airborne. Let's not have her there. Harris's base is 227, is what Vincent is saying.
Yeah, well, she just got her. She just got Oregon, so
She got her bump.
she got Oregon.
Yep.
And she got the entire West Coast like I figured she would.
Yeah, we knew that was coming.
Yeah.
So right now I've got it 230 to 192 from Axios. And it's 230, 192 from AP as well.
Trump desperate.
It's a nail biter.
He has a pretty comfortable lead in, well, I was going to say it's a comfortable lead in Michigan, but there's only been 37.2 of the votes have been.
We've got 91% of the votes counted in Georgia, and it's Trump 51, Kamala 48.
Oh, that's going to happen. That's going to happen.
And we're at 80% of Pennsylvania, and it's Trump 51, Kamala 47.
That's probably going to happen too.
Wisconsin is Trump 50, Kamala 47, and they're at 68. Michigan is only 37% votes counted. Come on, Michigan. And it's 51-46. Arizona is Donald Trump 49, Kamala Harris 49. It is
Wow.
by votes 904,351
Just halfway down though.
to 901,995.
Yeah, crazy.
I think Pennsylvania.
We'll see. I mean, letter my sister. Oh, okay. If Trump wins PA, will he secure a win, taking out the possibility of mischief? Well, he'll be at 250. He would still need 20 more.
No, he needs to win Pennsylvania. He needs to win Michigan and one more. But right now, he needs both of them.
Yeah.
Even if he gets Georgia?
Well, if he gets Pennsylvania and Georgia?
Yeah, ignore every time I'm saying Michigan, I mean Georgia.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
But then again, Michigan's high too, so.
He would be at 265 if he gets both Pennsylvania and Georgia.
Yeah, that's
basically the ones he needs is Arizona. He needs 3 of Arizona, Wisconsin, Michigan, Pennsylvania, and Georgia.
Well, he's going to probably get Wisconsin. That's 10. So I don't know if he's going to get Arizona, but it's too early.
Yeah, but Wisconsin is only 68%, I think, done.
I also say I've read the biographies of Washington, Adams, and Jefferson. I'm coming to the conclusion that Hamilton's ambition after co-writing the Constitution created the dominance of our party system. I haven't read those in a long time. I used to be very interested in history and philosophy and psychology when I was a kid, teenager into my college years, but I haven't picked them up very often after that.
I don't think we're gonna get Georgia anytime, Pennsylvania, Michigan, or Wisconsin anytime soon.
Georgia should be soon. They're at 90%.
Yeah, he's got a 3-point lead at 91%.
Yeah, but it was 88% done an hour ago.
Yeah. We have 18 minutes to count the votes, and then that's it. The only way for your vote to really count is to do popular vote for president. Think that the 6 million Republican voters outnumber the Republican voters, the rest of the country west of the Mississippi. Well, they did it for a reason, and I agree with that reason. Revolutionary Frenchmen were trying to influence America to get involved with their new war with England. Washington shot them down, not siding on either side. He put America's interests first as well. 6 million voters in California, says Vincent. And yet they're done.
No, he's correcting his previous statement.
What was it? Oh, okay. Think that the 6 million voters, yeah. Oh, okay. I see. Wow. Ba-da-da-da-dum.
The other thing is the French thing nearly cost him. It didn't, but it nearly came back to bite him in the ass.
Washington?
Yeah. Not Washington. Washington was long since dead, but the proxy wars that happened in Canada and the US and the UK. With the US and the UK, then there was that the pig war, or the duck war. I forgot which one it was. Let me just look that up.
Those 6 million Republican voters don't count because the winner. Well, the problem with the popular vote, of course, as it's pointed out many times, is the population of California, population of New York, takes out most states in the Midwest. Not to mention, it also takes. They would be voting for everybody around them as well. With the Vermonts and the Iowa, not Iowa. What am I trying to say? Rhode Island.
Basically,
1% for RFK in California. Wow.
Hey, E, go check. Well, here, give me a second.
What's up?
Go check your DMs and Twitter in about 10 seconds. I'm sending you a link. It's about election fraud going on in Detroit.
That's a shocker.
Yeah. All right, I'll just send it to you.
You mind if I share it out?
Yeah, go for it. It's Project Veritas, absolutely.
Once again, how can you trust it if your side is doing this? So it's 11 p.m. Why are boxes of ballots still arriving to Detroit's Bureau of Election via cars with California plates? Now, they would have to show the California plates. They can't just show the people walking in with random boxes. But
yeah,
we saw this before. We saw it before.
I think it's illegal to record what do you call it? License plates.
Here we go, guys. Shenanigans. Hey, what's that restaurant you like to go to with all the shit on the walls? Shenanigans? Oh. Those who know, they know. All right.
Good movie.
Yeah, it is. Very good. Yeah. Jesus, Lord in heaven.
I don't think Arizona is going to be called by tonight.
No,
they've got deliveries from California to pick up.
Yeah.
Nevada, that's probably what Nevada's waiting for. Holy crap. Holy freaking crap. It's going to happen. I told you guys it's going to happen. They're not going to let Trump into the White House, and they're willing to do what they say Trump does in order to, I'm telling you, it ain't going to happen. Congratulations to Kamala Harris. She's already at 205, by the way. Congratulations to Kamala Harris. She will be your next president.
She's at 205, and people are expecting her to get another 13.
We are going to be fucked. I'm telling you, as somebody who is poor. I'm telling you, as somebody who is poor, Harris will fuck us. I feel like I've barely seen much of him for some reason. Wait, what are we talking about? Makes zero sense that a vote in Wyoming counts 4 times more than a vote in California. It makes what? We are 50 states. We're not one nation. So that state gets their votes. This state gets their votes. And yeah, Rhode Island doesn't have as many people in it, so they don't get to be heard ever because they have that few people amount of people in it. As you pointed out, you've got what people on the coast say are flyover states. No, they're not flyover states. People fucking live there, and they deserve a voice as well. But New York and California, who call them flyover states, who do dismiss them, would actually control what's good for what's good for the Midwest, what's good for those flyover states, and it's not always. So no, I do agree with the Electoral College quite a bit. Hi, bang. Everybody deserves a voice, and if you take away that Electoral College, a lot of people lose their voice, and that is the truth.
Also,
we don't
issue
want
is
to live
that
it. Go ahead.
no, the other issue is because of the vastness of this U.S. itself.
Mm-hmm.
Because coast to coast, the U.S. is larger than the diameter of the moon.
Yeah. That's why I would put a stop to a lot of like you'll hear Europeans say, I speak 6 languages. You travel 50 feet, you're in a different country. It's with America, you travel 3,000 miles, you're still hearing English. You're still in the United States.
So you could wrap the moon with the United States. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Wrap the United States around.
No, like if you dug a hole to the moon, ignored gravity, and went out the other side, and you traveled from coast to coast to the U.S. at the same speed, you'd get to the other side of the moon first.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
But then you'd have to go straight to the moon.
Yeah. Well, Bitcoin is saying he won Pennsylvania, but
Bitcoin is saying it.
Yeah, so basically the thing is, because it's so vast and lengthwise as well, different people need different policies. Like, so an energy bill, suppose you're passing an energy bill, like people down south don't need as much heating as people in the north, or people in the north doesn't need as much air conditioning as people in the south. So there are multiple conflicts of interest in different bills.
230 to 205.
So a candidate running on saying we're going to reduce energy consumptions.
Still one county with no results in Pennsylvania.
God,
the fraud has already started. Yeah, well, we just showed a video with people hauling votes in after they were supposed to. I think that, granted, I don't think it's ever going to happen because it's a Democrat state. It's a Democrat city. I don't think it'll ever happen, but they should take that video. Everybody, lock them up. Republicans are going to take the Senate. I think the idea of fraud is just nonsensical to me. Well, how would you describe it? How would you okay, let's say last election, Pennsylvania, against their own constitution, changed laws. If it's not fraud, what is that? Is it just electoral interference? In the last election, you had hundreds of truck drivers sign affidavits, which once again is legal in court. It's legal evidence in court that they were hauling printed votes. How would you describe it? Right now, we just saw people carrying votes in past the time they were supposed to. How do you describe it? The idea that there was no evidence of fraud or electoral interference in the last election, the big lie is it was told where if you even bring it up, you can lose your YouTube channel, you can get demonetized, you can have everything happen to you, is ridiculous. And right now, we're seeing it now. So by all means, please, as a lot of people have done for a lot of things tonight, explain to me, as if I were a 5-year-old, people walking in, people carrying the votes, people doing all this, how is it not at least electoral interference? There were people with you saw them on video. They're tearing up votes. Earlier today, you saw a video of a postman throwing votes away. You saw people blocking the blocking people from going in to vote. This is on video. You can watch it. Earlier today, some guy was trying to stop a woman from voting.
Really?
Yeah. I think she was a Trump supporter. I'm not going to say that because I don't know for a fact, but there is a lot of video evidence of this stuff. And that's what's going on. And it's happening again. Oy vey. Ah, this is riveting though. This is good TV. It's like, holy crap. I don't know what the rules are in Michigan. How the heck do you, let alone what you're looking at? We saw it last time as well. People in the dead of night after the polls are closed, bringing in boxes of mail. And no, that is not good. That is not right. Okay. Okay, I'm trying to find out what is the what time is what's the latest you can vote in Michigan. Let's see. How to vote in Michigan. Alrighty. Let's see. It says move deadline September December 20. Okay. In-person voter registration required October 22nd and November 5th. And it says it does not have an hour on this.
Well, hey, man,
Time to go to listen to my analyst. You'll have peace for about 20. Hey, it's okay, man. I don't mind being challenged. I just think, you and I are on different sides of the page here. I'm on the left side, I'm on the right side, you're on the left. So there you go. It's insane. 12 days to count votes. No, it should never be that. It should never be that. And you know what? And here's the thing. Vincent's old enough to remember when, I guess he was saying he had to pop out. Vincent says he's old enough to remember 1984, which means he's old enough to remember when votes were counted on that fucking day. No, this is horseshit. This is horseshit because they will do anything. Man, I hate feeling this way. I really do. It's, and by the way, and he just said right here, vote counting rules generally allow 3 to 10 days, not voting, counting. That means the votes that are in, and they're bringing boxes in. They're bringing new votes in. That's what we were talking about. Yeah, there's cheating going on. It's ridiculous. They're doing it again. They are doing it freaking again. Where are the poll watchers? Where are the lawyers? I called the RNC to stop posting on social media. You can't do anything about it. They're accounted. Jesus Lord. How can you do this? How can you do this to your country too? Is what I would have to ask. Right. All votes should be counted today. Exactly. At the very least, all votes should be in today. No boxes coming in. It should be like a lockdown. When it's done, click, click, boom. And that should be one hell of a brightly lit room where everybody can see, and there's cameras at all freaking angles. It shouldn't be a room with offices. It's one freaking like gymnasium style room that everybody could see. It should look like a drug lord's cocaine room where he could walk down and make sure that nobody's pocketing anything. That's the way it should be. I'm flittering around. I learned the New York Times projection President Trump to win by 92% on Twitter. New York? Really? New York's already called. Pennsylvania, 83%, 51.3. I'm telling you, this is going to be one of those things where overnight it's going to go to Harris. 93% of the vote is counted. It's 50 to 48. See, it's closing in. Wisconsin. Let's see. Wisconsin is 51 to 47.
Maybe share the screen.
Oh, I thought. Oh, it's raining. Okay. It's raining hard. This should not be 12 days for results at all, ever. There we go. The New York Times. Okay, what they're saying, it's going to be 12 days. Actually, Nevada said something. We won't know until a week. Then you're not doing it right. Yeah, the carrying box is inside after polls closes. BS, says MK. Yeah, I think everybody agrees, except for Vincent. Because you don't know. Yeah, we know that's wrong. You do know that's wrong. Boy, dang. Goodness gracious. I am legitimately nervous all over again since I saw that. I'm like, I am sick to my stomach now. All right, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I don't know, guys. But this is getting ridiculous, kids. Oh, I've got the wrong one up. I was doing Axios on the share screen. So here, let me go. Where is Axios? Here it is. And let me get the. Well, we're still at 230 to 205. Do we know what's going to happen here? I'm not actually watching any news or anything. I'm trying to find some sort of news to see if they stopped counting anywhere. But yeah, I'm sick to my stomach on this. I really am. Since I saw those boxes come in, it is exactly like last time. With Pennsylvania, it was Pennsylvania last time. And in Georgia, you saw how they were passing each other thumbnails and not thumbnails, thumb drives. It's ridiculous, man. It is ridiculous. And we're so close to having things counted that should have already been counted. Well, you don't know the rules. I know the rules should be, it should be done by now. It's midnight. We should know. The fact that Nevada hasn't even started counting theirs, no. Alaska hasn't started counting theirs, no. By the way, Hawaii, they said, oh my gosh, yeah, it's so horrible, all these fires, let's vote for the same people. Alaska hasn't even started counting. The Nevada fucking kills me. But there we go. Guys, I wish you luck. I really do, but I don't know. I'm starting to lose it here. So I don't know. It's happening all over again. Go figure. Let me see if I can't find some news. Something on this that might actually tell us anything. See if they're going to continue counting or if this is it. It's amazing how some states, some of the larger states, gets this shit done, while Nevada hasn't even started. That should be against the law. Serious, shouldn't it? I'm legitimately starting to get pissed, says Airborne. You know what? But your Democrat friends thinks it's A-okay. Fox, Harris 216, Trump 232. All righty, let's see what we got here. And what did they give to Trump and Harris, actually? That's a bump for both of them. Fox. Election results. All righty. And okay, Fox 2020, we've got I'm trying to find their map and everything. Okay, let's see how we're doing here. Anna Luna wins in Florida. Okay, do you have a live election result map for Fox? Let's see what the difference is. Let's see if nope. AP is still 230, 209. Alrighty. And let's see. Harris wins Hawaii. No shocker. No, not at all. Not even a little bit. And okay, to win the U.S. presidency, you need 270 of the total 530 electoral. And oh man, their map's taking forever to load on Fox. Okay, I was actually looking up, trying to find how late the votes can come in on Michigan, but I have not seen anything. Fox here's 216. Okay, so there we go. That this is where we're standing as far as Axios is concerned. I'm trying to get anything else there. I've still got 209 to 230 as far as the Fox is concerned here. Axios is still 209. AP is still 209 to 230. I haven't seen anything that said any different. The 270 to win has Trump up 247 to 204. I guess they're doing prospects, but there you go. It's something, man. It is something. I don't know what to say, guys. This is rough. I am legitimately feeling ill right now. It's just I'm seeing 2020 all over again.
What does it look like in not Michigan? What's the lower one?
Georgia?
Yeah, Georgia.
Georgia is 93, still only 93% of the vote. I think they stopped, to tell you the truth. I think they stopped counting. But it's 50 to 48, so they're going to stop counting until they get their shipment from California. 84% of Pennsylvania has been counted, 51-48, same as it's been. Wisconsin is at 77, 51-47, according to in favor of Donald Trump. Michigan is in favor of Donald Trump, 51-46. And Arizona is in favor of Donald Trump, 49-49 still. 50% of votes counted. Now, Hawaii is blue, and 0 votes have been counted. Hawaii has been called for Donald Trump with 0% votes counted, according to AP. So there we go, guys. That's where we're standing right now. That's where we're standing. Took almost 2 hours for PA to go from 83 to 84. Yeah, it's ridiculous. It is ridiculous. I'm telling you, there will be, there's going to be shenanigans. There's going to be trouble here, guys. I don't trust any of this shit. I think it's going to happen just like last time. I heard it was too big. I heard it was, people are watching now. Really? What are they doing about it? What are they going to do about it when the Democrats go right on ahead and take this one again? It is ridiculous here today. And we're just doing president. We're not even doing the House and the Senate and such. But, man, yeah, I seeing that video by, oh goodness, what are they the O'Keefe group? Rutherford, New Jersey. According to New Jersey voter who sent this video to OMG, okay, this is James O'Keefe. 70 East Pierpoint Avenue in Rutherford, New Jersey, uniquely uses 2 voting systems, one that prints your ballot onto paper and another one where the voters stand in line to place a printed ballot into a drop box. Ron DeSantis had called saying polls have closed in Florida and Trump carries the states. Long lines are forming in Forks Township, Pennsylvania, following a reported power outage. That was earlier today. A bus filled with Kamala supporters carrying people to spots to vote in Pennsylvania. Let's see. I'm trying to find any other news that we could see. Okay, I don't know. We'll find out. I'm pissed. Yeah, me too. It is sickening. I've been waiting for this for 4 years and seeing the same thing again, says Jackson. Yep. I don't think we're going to get results tonight. I think these same red states are going to be blue tomorrow. I think, once again, congratulations to Democrats. They stole another one. Georgia is 93%. That's where they were 3 hours ago. So that stopped. Pennsylvania is at 84. They were, like you said, 83 just an hour ago. Wisconsin was at 50%. Oh, 77. So there's some gain. Michigan is at 47. So it hasn't even gone forward. These should have been counted so fucking long ago. Maine, by the way, for the other side, Maine hasn't been called. It should have been. It's only at 34.9. And also blue state that should have been called one way or the other is Minnesota. So why haven't they? Why is why is Nevada not even counting their votes? Why is Alaska not even counting the votes? Why did Hawaii go? I don't know. Am I on the same page here showing this? I don't think I am. I thought I was. I apologize, guys. Let me find the one that I've got here. No, that's AP. AP Axios. I thought it was on the same one. Okay. Can y'all see it right here? Hawaii has been called, no votes counted. Can y'all see that? Can you see that? Yeah. No votes counted, guys.
I don't think it's called. I think it's temporarily just they shut down for the night.
But that's blue. That's called. Alaska, not called. This is called. There's even a check right there for Harris. No votes counted. So, yeah. There you go. It seems like they shut down for the night. Wow, would you look at that? Trump is starting to lose in Pennsylvania. What? I am so not surprised. I told you. They got to wait for those. They have to wait for the votes. I said this was going to happen. I said this was going to happen 4 fucking years ago. So we saw our last, and for just a little bit, I gave myself hope tonight. I gave myself hope that it was going to be a decent one. Oh, no, it's still 50-48 with 85% of the votes counted. But I'm thinking they're not moving the needle right now because he won. Donald Trump, right? I have a feeling he won Georgia. He won Pennsylvania. He won Michigan. He won Wisconsin. He won Arizona. But they need to get those votes in. I don't know. Anyway, guys, yeah, I'm going to cut this because I don't think we're going to get tonight. We've been going for 3:40, and frankly, my ass is getting tired. I want to go stretch out. So, sorry we didn't get results. I thought it would be nice to find out. But I have a feeling I'm going to go to bed and I'm going to wake up tomorrow with President Harris because I've seen this before. Remember 4 years ago when they taped up the windows from anyone watching or taking? Yeah, they cheated. Then they're going to cheat now. Without a doubt. And Victor, my parents aren't gonna fucking care. They're gonna be like, yay, okay, we won. No, you didn't. You didn't win last time. This isn't a win. I keep checking a very popular betting site, Kamala Holding at 1,300. That's not good for her. Are those betting people? I wondered about this. Are those people who are putting money down actually going to vote? Or are they just betting? That's a betting site. Not what you put your money on a betting site is, are you actually going outside and are you going to a polling site? Are you putting your vote in? Is that vote even counting? Are they putting your vote down and are they bringing in a box of votes to counter it right behind that? I've heard the betting thing for a while now, but that's who people think might win, but that's not who's going out to vote. Who's going out to vote should have been counted by now, should have been decided by now. Man, I'm pissed and a half today, and I apologize, but I was cynical before, and as soon as I saw those boxes going in, I'm cynical again. A lot of people have said, no, they can't do it this time. Too many eyes are on them. Doesn't matter. If you've got the news, you've got the country. And they do. They have the news. They also have the people who are willing to go out and break windows. They have the people who are willing to go out and do something about it. Yeah, I don't think it's now. I once again, I hope I'm 100% wrong. I truly do. I hope that tomorrow you guys can humiliate me with how wrong I am about it. But I don't know. I don't know. I wish I could leave on a positive note. I'm just not feeling positive because we've seen this movie already. We know how it ends. I think that the Democrats happily have destroyed this country, because without a free and fair election, it's not America. We don't have it. And because they don't like Trump, they have destroyed this country. That's flat out it. That's my take on this, because you've got these idiot college kids who are coming in thinking that communism is great. I actually saw a video, by the way, where a guy old enough to be in communist Russia was talking about how bad it was. They got mad at him, said, "You were probably one of the bourgeois pigs that were kicked out." Oh my Lord. Yeah. They don't like to give away money. 1,300 is super high, lay 100 to win. 1,300 sites don't do that. Depends on who voted. Right? How many of those people made bets actually went out and voted? That's the big question. I mean, hey, I know they don't like to lose money, but did they? All we know is they put a bet on it online. That's easy. I could do that right now. It would take a few seconds. Getting up off your ass, getting into the car, driving down to the polling station, waiting in line, taking a vote. That takes effort. Did they do that? It's like everybody mentions, oh my gosh, I can't believe so many more Americans voted on American Idol than they did in the election. American Idol, dip, 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 dip. Here you go, I voted. You know, it was easier. I don't know. God bless you, Glenzer. I hope you're right. I really do. But we are, for the fourth hour, we've been 4 hours in on this. And Pennsylvania is at 86% of the votes counted. And the gap has not filled, or the gap has not spread. It's been exactly the same. And I think it's been exactly the same. So they could say, yeah, remember it was so close? Well, the Harris votes came in. You remember Wisconsin being so close? Yeah, well, the Harris votes came in. You remember Arizona being close? Yeah, well, the votes came in. Oh, we'll call Hawaii with no votes counted. That's the way. That's the way of things now. Even on the AP, Hawaii was called no votes counted. There you go. All righty, gang. Sorry to leave you on a downer note, but I need to go calm down. Now my blood pressure is up. What ticks me off is over 500,000 firearm owners in my state are not registered to vote. That is inexcusable. I know, right? The fuck they not voting for? Because she flat out said, I mean, yeah, when she's campaigning, she lied and told you, oh, no, I've got a gun and I believe in the... No. Well, she flat out said she's coming for you.
All right. Bad news is Nancy, the what do you call stock exchange trader, won her 20th term.
Nancy Pelosi?
Good news. Yeah. Good news is Republicans won the U.S. Senate majority.
Well, that's good at least. Goodness gracious.
Now
This is fucking ridiculous.
Georgia.
It is fucking ridiculous. 93, still at 93% in Georgia. It is fucking ridiculous. All righty. Anyway, guys, good luck to you. I'm sorry to leave on such... oh, no, there you go. Yeah, we have the Senate. Good news. That's awesome news. Let's leave on that. You kids have a great time. I wish we had a closing. I wish we had an ending to this. But unfortunately, we don't. And what gets me is that Democrats, regular voters, don't care. They don't care that people are walking votes in, if so long as it gets them their winner, because he's a fascist. Therefore, we got to do fascistic things. It's ridiculous. All right, you guys have a great night.
They've actually had a trend. It was trending earlier. Start this deal when Pennsylvania wasn't winning. Like they will happily cheat at this point.
Yep. It's fucking ridiculous. Anyway, you guys have a great night. I will talk to you tomorrow. And as always, thank you very much for watching. Enjoy.
Later.